Hello, everyone. Welcome on into the show. Let me remember how to do streaming stuff real quick. Oh, yes, that's the button. Hello, I'm your game master and fingernail connoisseur, Decider 12. Let's get the show on the road.
But yeah, because the game you're playing was that merge.
Well, but I don't even think that was it. Like,
I think we're live.
What's happening? What's going on, guys?
Are we live?
Go on with your conversation. It's fine. It's not like we're having a show or anything. Go ahead.
Just send it.
Just send it.
Oh, we're on a show?
Yeah.
What? Oh, wait, it's Wednesday. That's right.
I forgot to tell you guys that this conversation might be live broadcasted to a studio audience.
Oh.
So
this is Wednesday night
live studio audience.
Yeah, it's a live.
This is Wednesday night brony talk, right? This is when we sit around the brony talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite.
It's the new show that Decider's gonna host.
My favorite is Dr. Hooves. He's my favorite one. I
like Hugh Heifer.
He's a real Hugh. Is that a real one? Because Dr. Hooves
sorry,
actually
a heifer is
Oh my gosh.
And he wears
just FYI.
he wears a coat just like David Tennant did when he played the Doctor. It's great.
It's true.
Anyway, you weren't expecting me to actually have knowledge of this, were you? Haha. I win again.
I'm judging you.
That's fine. Anyway, I've never actually watched a single episode.
What's a brony, anyways?
It's someone who really likes.
Stop this right now, if you guys would like.
No, it's someone who enjoys watching My Little Pony, right? Is it?
I know. I'm giving you shit, Dave.
That's My Little Pony.
That's fine.
My Little Pony.
We were talking
My
about
Little Pony.
we were talking about nicknames before the show, and I was like, I actually can't. Like, I was like, I can't even remember what I used to be called because I've just blocked it out of my head. And Dice Barbarian just goes, "Was it bitch?" I was like, oh damn, it hit me hard. It's just like,
do you want to know what my nickname was in high school?
What was it?
It was Dopey.
Dopey?
Like the Seven Dwarfs.
Is there a reason for that?
Maybe.
Anyway. TOS
Mine was
stuff.
all BS. My nickname in high school was Harley because when I played football, I wore my brother gave me his Harley Davidson bandana one time in Little League, and it just stuck, and so I wore a bandana.
Like it stuck to your head?
No, like the nickname. In
Sorry, I'm just getting spicy already.
Oh, that was a joke. Oh, jokes. That's right. With Mike, I gotta laugh no matter what he says because he's in charge. Oh man, that's funny.
Actually, people used to call me Bob.
Don't ever laugh at my jokes if they're not funny because they're all not funny.
It's true. They're not.
Oh, I'm gonna go now, guys.
That's fine.
We're spicy tonight.
Yeah, a lot of spice.
Sorry.
I got
too much coffee.
Calling my name.
Hey, talk about your gin.
Gin?
Oh,
what's gin?
That gin you were talking about,
I'll wait till my turn.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Oh yeah, they gotta guess what you're drinking, right?
That's how we do it around here, Dice Barbarian.
I haven't even gotten to the part.
Barbarian.
I haven't even actually gotten to my intro yet.
I cannot roll my R's. Well, that's because they don't exist in Boston, but
it's true.
It's because it's not ours, it's ass.
You have.
I can't roll my ass.
Barbarian.
Anyway, hello everyone. It's Wednesday again. You're here for another episode of Tabletop Tavern 2. This one is called Harrow. How are you? It might be spoilers, but anyway. Spoilers. So.
How dare you?
I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. But yeah, we've got a a jam-packed show for you, full of exciting things and stuff. And
Apricot preserves.
Is there peanut butter involved?
we're actually going to have a guest star tonight, which I've not told the cast about.
What?
Yeah.
Is it me?
So this is why we needed to be able to see the stream.
Maybe. Who knows?
Let's get ready for
Apparently,
it.
I was absolutely right to be terrified.
Yes.
Is
We'll
it
see.
me?
It might
It's
be
me.
you.
Oh, no.
Do you? I don't know. It could be.
Whatever this is, I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
And we will see.
I feel like I didn't approve this. So
Don't worry. All proper documentation has been signed, dotted, and
HR, did you? Where's paperwork filed?
I didn't get any paperwork.
I
Okay.
got it all right here. If you need it, look, it's just right. Where is it? Here. Yeah, I got
Does
it.
your cat
Where's
pee
your
on it?
paperwork?
It's right.
It's gone.
It's right.
I'm
right here.
watching
Got it.
you,
It's all good.
Wazowski. Always watching.
It didn't look like a full 8.5 by 11.
That was totally, yeah. I've got very large hands. All right.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Huge.
Huge hands.
Huge.
Hands. But hey, let's see how everyone's doing tonight. I feel like we've already heard a little bit of everything. But hey, since Mike is just biting at the, I don't know what that actual phrase is.
Chomping
Biting
at the bit.
Chomping at the
Chomping
bit.
at the bit.
I was gonna say
Yes.
biting at the leg, but
No, chomping at the bit. It's an expression about horses having a bit in their
yeah,
mouth.
with a horse bit in their mouth. Yeah, I know
It's
a lot
that
about horses.
bulldog.
Yeah.
That
So,
bulldog.
Mike, how you doing? What you been up to?
I don't know if I can deal with this out of the gate. Honestly,
It has been spicy, hasn't it?
it has been spicy, folks. Guys, I'm doing good. I've decided that Wednesday night is gonna be my drink night, so that I can put up with the cast of the show. And
You have to.
and Amanda,
Smart.
and Amanda.
Oh, thank you.
And so tonight I am drinking this. Would you guys like to guess what this is?
Bubbles. There's bubbles in there.
Ruff, ruff.
Fish tank water.
I know, but I'm not gonna cheat.
Yeah.
already
Oh,
said it.
fish tank water. That's a good one.
Yep.
Fish tank water is a good one.
Definitely looks like fish tank water.
From
Ron's
Turtles
right.
and
Did you say
Shield.
Sprite?
That's right.
She's
When I was
so
in college,
innocent.
we used to call it Diet Sprite. That's what we
Kitty
referred
Bacon
to at the
says,
parties.
just start putting vodka in keto chow.
There you go.
So I am drinking this. It's called gin, but it's Bulldog gin, and it's really, really good, guys. So gin and soda water.
All right. Soda water.
Sweet.
Why not tonic? Is that the same thing?
Tonic has calories. Soda water does not.
Ah, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I learned something new tonight.
SMRT.
Oh, yes. Fascinating. Well, thank you for that.
But I'm doing good. I'm looking forward. I feel like I need tonight. So you better make it a good show, or I'm gonna be very disappointed in you, more so than normal.
No pressure. Excellent. Remove disc. How you doing?
I am doing great.
That's fantastic. I'm so happy to
Yes.
hear it. So,
Yes.
anything else you'd like to say? The floor is yours.
Wow. The pressure is mounting. I can't think of everything that I had thought of ever has just vanished.
Amazing. That's something in and of itself. So I'll take it. Let's see, Amanda. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good. Better. I had a very harrowing event happen to me earlier this week.
Did someone say
So,
Harrow?
a Harrow deck.
See what I did there? I did that on purpose.
I see what's happening.
Oh, I see the
Yeah.
tie into the title of the show. now.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm inspired by Press X to Jump with all the puns tonight. But anyway, I went hiking on Monday and had a very interesting thing happen. I was in the back of a 4-person line, and we were walking down a path that's not traveled very often, and we stumbled and disturbed a bee's nest on the ground.
Oh boy.
And I was the back of the party, so I got the brunt of the bees that came up, and I got stung 4 times.
A bear, honestly.
No, that would have been a lot more traumatizing. I don't know if I would have been able to laugh about that now.
bees.
Can I just say you lived out my worst nightmare?
Really?
Well, I'm
No,
allergic
bears
to
are my
bees.
worst nightmare.
I'm allergic to
Oh.
bees, so that would have killed me.
Well, see, I've never been stung by a bee before, so I'm in the middle of a forest, like 20-minute walk from like any help, and so I get stung by bees for the first time, and I have no idea if I'm allergic, and I'm just like waiting for my throat to start closing up because I had no idea. And but I got stung in the hand, and then twice in the inner arm, and then once on the ankle. But I'm not allergic.
Oh, good.
What?
Did you put mud on it?
No, I didn't know what to do. I literally, as soon as I started getting stung, I could hear the buzzing, and I yelled to the 3 people in front of me. I was like, run! And we all just like ran like deer through the woods trying to escape like this horde of bees. And
literally getting chills. It's just the thought of it.
Yeah, I'm very, very fortunate that I didn't find out that I was allergic while we're in the middle of the wilderness.
Seriously.
So
Right?
Seriously
Expect that
lucky.
many stings. That would have been really bad.
Yeah.
yeah, it was really painful too. I was like, at first I thought it wasn't going to be a big deal, but I didn't realize you have to get the stinger out right away. So the one in my hand was just sticking out and just injecting like more and more venom in. And so my hand was like numb after a while. But that was my exciting adventure for the week.
That's why you put mud on it for the future?
Now I know.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I had no
Always half
idea.
the battle.
I have to agree with what Floop and Yacht said, which is never go outside and inside is the best side.
Yeah,
It's true.
Exactly.
I don't really put myself into like a lot of weird situations where I have anything exciting going on. So that was
That's something.
kind of, yeah, that was something this week.
Oh,
So
I am so thankful that you weren't allergic. I mean, it still sucks to get stung, like even if you're not allergic, but man, very happy you're not allergic.
yeah, I was like, what a way to find out I'm allergic in the middle of the
Force
wilderness,
things. Yep.
really far away from any kind of help. But all good though.
Thank goodness.
Mother Nature always wins.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of
True statement.
speaking of nature, I see a cat over there. Luna, how you doing?
Kitty. She's starting early tonight. She came right up and like was practically half up on top of my my computer by the time I was able to pick her up. So I'm doing okay. I had a mix of a really good day and a really crappy day all in one, but it ended on a high, so I'll take that as a win. I got dubbed the best mom ever tonight for making spaghetti and garlic bread for dinner. So
that is delicious.
yes, both by my kid and by her friends. So
Spaghetti and garlic bread.
yeah, so that was dinner tonight, and it was a big hit. And we stopped at the store and picked up some ice cream, so that was happy as well. And I finally caved and let my kid get her favorite flavor, which I don't typically enjoy, but
What was
I let
that
her get it
flavor?
anyway. Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh, how's it? Oh, that's delicious.
So good.
Well, so we got the Tillamook brand, which I don't know if you've ever had it, but it is amazing. It is really, really good.
Amazing. Period.
Yeah.
They have a good cheese
So
too.
so we got that, and I had a little bit, and I liked it better than like most of the chocolate chip cookie dough ice creams out there, so I'll take it.
I can't believe you're not a fan of chocolate chip cookie dough. We can't be friends.
Well, it's so funny because I like
What?
ice cream and I like chocolate chip cookie dough. I just don't like it as ice cream.
I'm sorry. If words are coming out a little odd, it's because
You're drunk. It's okay.
Well, I'm
I
not
understand.
even.
I'm
It's
getting
just-
there. So
I'm not even like. It's just I've only taken a sip, but I made a oh god, it's on a.
See, dude, put it on the list, Ben.
Margarita? Is that what you were trying to say?
I made
Yes.
a
I made a
I made a
margarita,
mold.
and I
made a
started
margarita?
pouring it. And I started pouring the tequila first, and then the margarita mix, and then I realized I didn't have enough margarita mix, so I topped it off with more tequila. So yeah.
Good idea.
I mean, that's how you do it. So
I mean, what else was I gonna do it
Everybody
with?
levels up. Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. So I'm sorry I interrupted you, Luna, but
I don't even know what's going on tonight. Are we gonna play in D&D tonight, or
Yeah,
are we
yeah,
just
no, we
gonna
are.
even
talk
know.
shit
What's
all
D&D?
night?
never heard of it.
Yeah.
It's dilemmas and Dargons.
Dilemmas and disorientation.
yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
Perfect.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but Luna, did you have
So-
anything else? Sorry.
No.
Okay. Excellent. Well, we'll speak more about this cookie dough situation, but anyway.
I actually had cookie dough ice cream for snack tonight. Keto cookie dough ice cream.
There you go.
I
I don't
take personal
care.
offense to that.
I don't care if it's keto or normal or whatever. I'll eat it. It's still all delicious and amazing. So, Dice Barbarian, how you doing?
Cool.
You're delicious and amazing.
Thank
Good. I got a crazy story myself.
Ooh, go on.
Yeah, I sat on a spider today.
Ooh.
Oh.
He said, the last thing he said was, "What an asshole."
All right, good night, folks. Bye.
That was terrible. Show
That's all,
canceled.
folks.
Hey guys, so we're excited tonight to announce the retirement of the Highway Nerd channel tonight.
We're also going to be renaming the channel and recasting for the role of Orion.
Orion,
So
yes.
Honestly, at this point, let's just wipe the whole thing, recast everyone, just including me.
Aw.
Let's just, sorry.
What?
No, Ben,
Yeah.
you can
Oh.
stay. You're good.
Look, we're a team. If one of us goes, we all go.
I get to
Bye.
stay. Everyone else leaves.
finish talking to Dice Barbarian, and then we have news to share. Speaking of casts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Tony's great. Dice Barbarian's great. And let's roll some dice. Love you guys.
Okay. And then I'll tell my story real quick. So I got really mad also when I was making my margarita because I really hate when people don't fill the ice trays. You know, it's really annoying when you need ice and you go into the freezer and there's no ice in the ice trays.
Isn't there only one person to
Don't
blame
you
over
live
there for that?
alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, screw your roommate.
Why didn't Ada do it?
Cat.
Yeah, I do live alone.
Freeloader.
So I was a little mad at myself. But anyway, that's my story. So go
That's
on. Let's
funny.
hear your news.
Well, it's not just my news. Mike, do you want to share it or do you want me to?
I think, Luna, you deserve to share it with the community.
I love getting to share good news.
And
with
the only reason is
community.
because I forgot what it is.
Oh,
No, I'm
well, so we announced this the other day, but because we have a group of people who are here tonight that were not here on Sunday night, we are very excited to announce that we have picked the cast and they have all accepted their roles for the Star Wars campaign starting in a couple months. So,
Yay!
Ooh.
yes. And so we're going to be doing a cast reveal Tales from the Tavern at the end of August.
Ooh, all right.
So, yeah, should be a
that's
lot of fun.
excellent.
We're going to have the
Mark your calendars,
hopefully,
folks.
hopefully the whole cast, but as much of the cast as we possibly can. So, yeah,
I'm
we're
excited.
very excited.
Yeah, that's going to
It's
be.
an amazing cast, and I'm super jealous and very excited for the show.
If I am not like out of the house for some reason, which I don't foresee that happening, I will be tuning in
I don't either.
because I do not. I actually don't know who's on it or who has been interviewed or anything. I haven't been involved, so this is all news to me, and I am looking forward to finding out.
We had over 50 applications come in, and after the initial news was, about the day and time, was given out to people, we had probably like 10 people back down. So we still ended up doing
40.
over 40 interviews.
Whew. Damn.
Yeah, it was pretty. Okay, my cat does not want to get down. She's
Okay.
just turning around.
Just getting situated.
Just getting situated. She had to turn and face the camera.
Tales from the Cantina. There. We missed the opportunity there. That's what we should have called it.
There's still time.
Yeah, my cat definitely just bit me.
Oh, getting a little
That's
bitey.
actually really
Okay.
creative.
Yeah. Tales from the
You should do
Cantina.
that.
Right? I know.
We're gonna have to get the Cantina music
Or
to
tabletop
play for the
cantina,
intro.
whatever you want to do.
Atomic, if you're out there, you should definitely.
Yeah,
Think
time
about
to
that.
rename the show.
Yeah. Oh man, well I'm looking forward to seeing that one. That's gonna be a great episode, and
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that campaign as
Episode?
well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
of Tales from the Tavern.
When we announce the cast.
Yeah, remember Mike? Remember?
I'm lost. I don't know what's going
The
on right now.
cast.
It's okay.
So we're playing this game called Pathfinder tonight,
Yes, as a
right?
matter
We
of
announced the
fact.
cats.
And speaking of Pathfinder, we've got some bonuses to give out for Pathfinder.
Ooh,
So,
candy.
I'm gonna head over here first. Let's see here. Let's read this one. I got my spectacles on. Okay, so there was a +1 given to Shula, Mistress of Bookcase, from Quaman. Oh boy. Let's go over here. +1 to Arcturus from Katie Machen. +1 to Orion
Thank you, Katie.
from Katie Machen. +1
Thank you.
to Shula la 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 la
La la la.
from Lukai, and everyone sing it with me again. Another +1 to Shula la 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 from Press X to Jump, and another +1. Everyone sing it with me to Shula la 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 from
Just don't stop.
from
La
Beard and
la la la.
Tide.
Just keep going.
+1 to that Decider guy from Nate's Knife Pit. Thank you. And
Oh,
another
that's bullshit, Nate. You're dead.
another
to me.
+1 to Decider again because Mike wasn't here Monday from Nate's Knife Pit. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah,
we could have a little discussion, me and you.
+1 to Decider. I believe this was a note written next to it from the person who had to put it on the tracker here. It just went, really? Seriously? From press X to jump. Yeah, people want to give me bonuses. All right. What's the problem?
Well, you need the help. I mean,
why?
I do need the help. You guys are incredibly hard to kill. But we need a +1.
That's a movie.
We've got a +1 to Evie from Wolf's Blood. +1 to Markt'ov from Wolf's Blood. +1 to Orion from Optimus. +1 to Arcturus from Optimus. +1 to Evie from Candleless. +1 to Orion from Quaman.
Okay, Optimus.
And
Thanks, Candleless.
did everyone get it?
Candleless, I haven't got my meme yet. I'm disappointed.
That's because I sent you one.
I actually
did read that.
I didn't get a meme, but I did get a question of fingernail connoisseur. Is that what you actually said? And yes, it was. Is exactly what I said in the intro. Fingernail connoisseur. So, I will be taking no further questions on that. Thank you.
You need to answer the FBI on that one.
Yeah. Well, just, Record has his hair, Decider has his nails. It's just, they're opening a salon. It's just the way it works.
Record? You mean remove?
Or remove! Damn it! Shut up, Tony.
Record?
Yeah. Record tape.
No, you've been replaced, removed.
Yeah, you're a record tape.
Removed has his hair. I'm making a reference to the game. Any joke you have to explain is horrible.
If he had been born any earlier, his username would have been called Eject Tape.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get some D20 rolls.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
Yeah. We're trashing your channel here.
15.
16.
14.
I don't have to do it.
Oh,
no.
Markt'ov.
Oh, thank God. I
You're
thought I was
having a
going to do it
rough
3 weeks in a
night
row.
Markt'ov,
Yeah,
what was your role?
I really am. I shouted it out loud for everybody to hear, but I will say it again.
Please.
I got a 1.
Ooh, how exciting. Which means you're going to have to
Markt'ov's
do it
number 1.
blindfolded, because that makes a difference.
Oh God, I can't remember anything now.
Got this,
like
Record.
That. If you
Record.
So please,
okay.
tell our viewers what happened on the last episode of Tabletop Tavern 2.
You okay there? Your voice is kind of a little.
I know, right?
I was taking a sip of the what is now tequila with margarita mix.
acid?
I was just gonna say it's all that tequila burning your
that sounds
esophagus.
Like
That's exactly what it was. It's just a little bit of the burn. But I'm good. Go ahead.
Who needs an esophagus?
Okay. Last week on Tabletop Tavern 2, we started off. Let's see. We're all just like talking to each other after the thing and like deciding on what to do with Varric because we hadn't killed him miraculously enough.
So still time.
There is still time. Yeah. So we brought him back to the Three Rings with us. Me and Arcturus spent a very lovely night together with Varric.
Yeah.
First of many. First of many, bud.
Varric got the bed. We got the floor.
And then what happened?
Then we
I
left.
believe I called Big Spoon.
You did. You called Big Spoon. You were spooning me, Varric, all night. I remember the bartender asked if we wanted some potatoes for the road.
That's right.
To which I said yes. And then he smashed one and he just tossed some loose mashed potatoes to me.
Yep.
So that was interesting.
He had to prepare them first, you know.
I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like a plate or something, but whatever.
No to-goes.
We left there, and then we headed to a shop, which we bought a whole bunch of stuff, and then we bought a cloak for Varric, a pitch black coat during the middle of the day, so he doesn't stand out at all. And then we brought him back to the barracks, and as soon as we turned a corner, we got jumped by some guys. They were very punny, and it wasn't great. I didn't for them, we killed them all. I think. No, I'm pretty sure we killed them all.
Yep. Yeah, none of them ran.
Yeah, they should have ran.
Didn't we let one live? I forget.
I don't remember.
Nope.
But then nothing mysterious happened after that. We got him back there, and now the city is not in chaos anymore, and we've won the campaign.
Just like that. So therefore, we're not doing anything tonight. Well,
see ya.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
okay.
nice. Yep.
All right, peace out.
Yeah, you guys won. You did it.
Bye.
That's a
Bye.
good.
No, we saw
That
we saw
campaign was
somebody-
level 1 to 2. That's it.
we
As
saw
a
somebody in a
first-time
cloak.
DM, you did a great job.
Thank you.
It was a wonderful 10 episodes or whatever we're at.
The last.
We're on 15,
Yeah.
actually.
Are
Yeah,
we really?
yeah.
But yeah,
I don't
tell
know.
them-
That's what you put in the title line.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I did that before I started drinking, I think, too. So that might be right.
Yeah, it's definitely 15. I have a count.
Thank you for fact checking me.
That makes one of us. All right. But yeah, what was the final thing that happened? Removed us?
The last note that I have is called "The Shadow Man is back."
The Shadow Man. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I believe Orion was the only one who saw him.
That is correct.
Mhm.
That is
Again.
correct. He is the only one who saw him once again. So,
Yes.
thank you. That was a wonderful recap. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll be relying on you for many, many more in the future. I have a feeling.
Nah.
I got a feeling. All right. So you guys ready?
Got a feeling.
Oh no.
Ding.
Tonight's gonna be a... Wait, hold on. Sorry.
Woo.
almost.
Tonight's
Almost.
gonna be a good night.
That's
It sounds just like the original.
Be a good night.
Good night.
We're dropping an album soon, by the way, everyone.
Yeah, it's called Tales from the Cantina.
Yeah. Yeah. Songs from the tavern.
I love songs from the tavern. That's a good one.
Songs from the tavern, coming to a nothing near you. So, we are gonna get started. Everyone ready? I hear a unanimous yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, perfect.
See,
See, counts. I'll take it. It's Espanol.
See,
But
So
luckily,
can I go first?
luckily, it's like
Goody.
the first thing they taught me in Spanish, so I actually remember that. But
bueno.
muy
Yeah,
bueno.
bueno.
I took German.
Me gusta las
Sprockets?
lámparas y gatos.
Sprachen Sie Deutsch?
Yes.
Sprechen Sie auf Deutsch.
Nice.
Do you speak German? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That's German.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was born.
Guten Tag.
Burn in Germany. Germany.
Nice. Which base?
Landstuhl.
So can
All
I go
right.
first?
Yeah, I mean we're gonna start right with you. But I need to do my usual thing, you know.
Wait. Are you gonna get ready to do it?
I'm ready.
Okay.
You're gonna mess it up, aren't you?
Nobody's gonna mess it up this time. You're
Good.
gonna do it perfectly first time.
Fantastic. Well, then I have nothing to fear. When last we left off, our party had just finished dealing with some hooligans that gave them a little bit of a rough time, and I use the word rough loosely because our party pretty much obliterated them. I believe one was decapitated,
bump.
and the other one found it humorous and then also was slain. But moving on from their short lives, we left off with the team kind of picking up after the battle, and Orion happened to notice just a little off across the street, a couple buildings down, a shadowy figure just starting to disappear over the rooftop. And before you take action, I'm going to give you a quick little description of what you saw, because it is daytime, and with your perception roll, you were actually able to make out a couple of details. So
Excellent.
yes. So the only piece of skin you could see showing was just right around his eyes. There's just a little slit in his wardrobe for his eyes to see out of. He's wearing a black face mask, black hood, and you could only see from like his chest up. He was wearing like some sort of black armor and an all black cape as he whipped around. And with that, I give it to you.
All right. So I see this guy, my friends come out of this place with me, and I go, Hugin, seek! And as I reach my hand up, this light pulsates from underneath my clothes, and this light shoots up through my hand at the very tips of my fingers. My hand lights up, and a white raven shoots from my hand, and I'm going to send my familiar after this person.
Alrighty. So let's see here. It takes, what is that? The summon monster you're using?
Summon familiar.
Summon familiar. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, as he comes out, he immediately flies up into the air, and you're gonna have him take a look around, right?
Follow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's following.
All right. So first, we're gonna see if, because it does take a little bit of time for him to appear and
right.
And get up there to an angle where he can see. So let's roll me a perception to see if he can spot where this man.
I need you to release the NPC. I still don't have access to any NPCs.
All right. What did we say that was? A raven?
Raven. Yeah, it's a white raven, but it's just a raven.
Raven.
The same stats, right?
Yeah, same thing. Okay. The white's just flavor for me.
I actually don't have a raven on my... Oh, that's because I'm looking through maps. Of course there's not a map of a raven. That'd be weird if there was.
Get from the beak to the tail, man. I mean,
right.
come on.
It's just an anatomy of them.
Spinal cord.
I was going to say it's an anatomy map.
Yeah. Let me see if I can just drop a giant
There's
raven.
actually layers of feathers, not just many.
Can you guys see that giant raven token I just dropped there?
Yes.
All right.
Yep. And that is how big my raven is.
Are you able to access its character sheet from there?
Double click on it. Is that what I do?
Probably.
Nothing.
Okay. I have one more way of doing it. Huzzah. And then huzzah. Now there's a giant evil raven, which is now friendly. Let me remove this.
That works. Okay. So I'm a little raven. Let's see. Perception.
That is not a little raven by any means.
It's a little tiny raven. It's just a little baby one.
This is the whittle guy.
He's got a +6 to perception.
I'm trying to find where it says perception.
All the way at the top, third line
you can
down.
Just roll it with a +6.
Oh, +6. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Look at Mike paying attention. You need to drink more.
I do need to drink more.
It's a 7 + 6 for a 13.
All right, let's see if
Raven
he's
perception
able to spot him.
For Hugin, the
He's
raven.
not able to spot him, actually.
He's not?
Nope.
All right, so he flies back and he's like, dude, I don't know where that guy went. And he goes and he sits in my hand, and then he melds back into my hand. And as he does, arcane energy flows back into my hand, down into my underneath my clothes, and my skin lights up.
Alrighty, so anything else you guys want to do?
I don't know where he went, guys.
So just as a reminder, the rest of you obviously did not see him. So
yeah, I mean, I didn't see him, but I see the raven being summoned, and I'm like, oh, Orion, did you see that guy again?
Yeah, he was right there. But I did. I mean, there was so much detail I saw. Some eyes. They were dressed all in black.
Would you recognize the eyes again?
Yeah. I mean, you know, the window to the soul. So,
so you basically know who he is now, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
we're close. And he's black armor, black cloak. I couldn't tell. Human, not anything. Just
do you guys want to follow the raven?
Well, the raven's back inside, or I summoned it back because the raven flew back.
We gotta get
inside me, and
okay.
And,
is it safe to store it there?
You know,
if you're careful enough. Anyway,
I am not gonna mention any of the jokes that just ran through my head. I'm gonna stop right there. Anyways, I summoned the raven back.
Oh boy.
Would you like to see the raven?
No, I'm good. If it's been inside you, I'm all set.
No,
we have to get Varric back to the guard.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I'm pretty hot in this black
I'm sure
cloak.
we'll see. Yes, I'm sure we'll see that man again. And I kind of head off towards the barracks with Varric in tow.
Yeah, he's moving willfully with you. So on the map, I put a little circle. You guys are not very far from the barracks. The barracks, if you remember, are right at the tip of that little peninsula that you are approaching. So
and where are we? The little
you guys
circle?
are the circle. Yeah, the little circle that I've now pointed at. You're basically just like down the road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
Go take the back streets.
you guys are already actually on a back street.
Okay.
Yeah, we were being.
We've taken the back streets back.
All right.
All right.
So if you if you want to divert to the main streets, you're more than welcome.
No.
No, I think I'll stay in sync with everybody.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was good.
I got to give credit where credit's due, you know?
Yep, that was pretty good.
All right. So you guys all begin moving together. It only takes you like another 3 or 4 minutes to get there. As you approach the barracks, you see a contingency of guards, like maybe 6 or 7 guards, run out of the front of the barracks and head off directly to the south. And as you approach, another guard who is standing guard in front of the gate, he sees you guys and recognizes you, and he goes, "Hail, what have you there?"
Hello. I don't understand what you are saying.
I'm saying,
What do we have? I have my things.
well, I see a man in a cloak there.
Correct.
There
There
is
is also that.
Sorry, my apologies.
Yes, I believe it. Yes. So we are going to go see Corsidia now.
Chrysidia, what business do you have with Chrysidia?
Business that she gave us.
All right, hold on one second.
I want to show him the writ.
Okay. Yeah, so you want to show him that? Okay.
Yeah.
He kind of looks it over real quick and he goes, okay, so you're the group that she sent out. So I'm assuming you've got Varric there?
Who knows? Certainly not us.
Varric calls out, he's like, yeah, it's me. And he goes, all right, come on in. And he moves aside and opens the gate for you guys to enter the barracks. And as you guys enter the barracks, you can see there's not too many guards in there right now. Only 2 or 3 that you notice standing around. But Chrysidia comes out and she looks up at you guys and she goes, it's good to see you guys back. What's the report?
Well, Chrysidia, Go ahead.
We have found him. He is right here. He came willingly. There is a lot of things that happened up there that he was only cursorily a part of.
Well, let's start off by getting him into a proper cell. And she signals one of the guards to come over, and he approaches. He goes right up to you, Markt'ov, since you have Varric with you, and he's like, "I'll take it from here if you don't mind."
Chrysidia, I would be remiss if I gave this man my word that I would talk to you about. He came willingly, and there might be some extenuating circumstances why he decided to make the choices that he did. If we could speak in private, I think it would be best for everybody involved.
Agreed.
Very well, but I'd still like to secure him in a cell right now if I could.
I feel like, and Chrysidia, I respect your wishes, but I feel like if this man's alone, there might be an issue.
Alone in a cell, you think it's going to be an issue?
It could be.
Yes.
Oh, I'll have guards watching him.
That's the trouble.
That's might be the crux of it.
All right, very well. We'll take him with us to my office. And she leads the way over to her office. And she lets you in.
I clap Varys on the back. Varric.
He walks with you.
Mm-hmm.
So as you enter this room, it's a pretty standard office, but it's a bit spacious. There's a large table there with plenty of seating, all wooden chairs, wooden table. So she takes her position up on one side. She's got the guard with her, and she closes the door behind you as you all enter in there. And she goes, "All right, so tell me, what is it? What situation did you find up there?"
Arcturus, would you like to proceed, or would you like me to?
I mean, you can tell it as good as I can.
City, I think there might have been outside influences that Varric is unable to speak of that might have influenced his decision.
Outside influences? What kind of outside influences would have convinced him to desert the guard?
Maybe if somebody, say, held somebody important to him?
Varric, is this true? And he looks up real quick and he goes, I'd rather speak about it.
I don't think he can say. I don't think he can say otherwise. I don't think he knows who we can trust at this point or how deep it goes.
Well, what was the situation up there? Did you find him just held up somewhere, or?
How about that? Let's just say don't order the night's special cut.
The night's special cut? Well, I mean, it sounds delicious.
Here, you can have some if you'd like it. I reach in my bag and I throw the human meat on the ground. There you go. It's human.
Human? She kind of looks it over real quick. She's not really sure, and she's like, how would you get a piece of human meat?
This is what they've been selling to the people down.
It's the same way you get any kind of meat.
They weren't selling it; they were giving it out.
Or they were giving it out. Yeah, that's right.
Wait. I'm
sorry. We got that
so,
from an inn. The 5 rings or stars or
3 rings.
3 kings.
The 3 rings I set you up.
Whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah. Okay. So let me get this straight. So you guys went up to the North Gate area. You found Varric, who was just giving out meat to people.
Well, no. He was working with some people at a butcher shop Varric thought they were doing a good thing, that they were distributing meat to the poor people of the city or anybody who needed meat, but it turned out that the people he had been associating with were actually handing out human meat.
Yeah. The place is called All the Meat People Could Ever Want, and you want to probably go check it out.
Do you mean all the world's meat?
All the world's meat.
That one.
And we're very convinced that he truly did not know what was going on.
Varric, do you have anything to say for yourself? He looks up again. He's like, I really didn't. I trusted the other guards to handle the situation there, and I never intended for it to be like that. She looks over him. She's like, all right, well, thank you. Obviously, we've got a lot to consider as far as what's going to happen with Varric here, but I do believe him that he never meant for it to get like that. But Varric, I just
hope you can weigh it with a, look at the total situation before passing judgment.
I'll do everything I can. I mean, if I didn't think there was more to this, I would have just sent my guards up there to handle the situation. But I sent you guys because I figured you'd actually be able to get to the bottom of it, and it sounds like you have found a little bit more.
So, what would the typical sentence be for somebody to desert the guard like this?
Well, just to desert the guard like that, to desert, you'd probably be facing some time in the dungeons. But if the queen knew that he was handing out human meat, I mean, he would probably be executed. I can only imagine how you got that.
Yeah, he had no idea.
That's why I'm going to do everything I can to handle this situation here. I don't know exactly what's going on around the city, but there's a lot of strange happenings, and I'd rather get to the bottom of it and solve the bigger picture then see one guard who once upon a time was one of the better ones here. I'd like to see him not get executed.
Can I sense motive? I just want to get a general idea if she's being honest with me. And I'm going to use a +1 from Opti.
Yeah, I would also like to sense motive, and I'm going to use my +1 from last week from Bat Duck.
All right, go ahead.
That is 16 + 1 for a 17.
Okay.
5 + 6 for 11.
You both believe her. You believe that she really does want to get to the bottom of things. You believe that she's not interested in having Varric executed, that she was speaking from the heart when she said that he was a good guard. She digs into her pocket real quick and she pulls out a bag and she goes, well, you guys did bring him here alive, like I asked. So, as we discussed, here's your payment, 500. And
Thank you.
If you look and count it, you'll notice there's a little extra in there for handling it and investigating in the manner that you did.
Oh, thank you very much.
So
I'm
is it
assuming
500 per person or total? I forgot.
Total. I'm assuming you guys are going to divvy it up evenly.
Yeah.
So upon looking at it real quick, yeah, you notice that there's actually more than 500 in there. There's actually 800. So that is divvied up between you guys.
Sweet.
All right. I walk over and look at Varric and I say, look, like the great bard Garthus Brookus once said,
Oh my god.
every blessing is a curse in its own way, and every curse can be a blessing in its own way. So if you're allowed a second chance at this, make better decisions and seek help if you need it. You have friends, even if they are in low places. And I walk off.
I immediately start clapping. I get really excited by Orion's statements.
Varric nods approvingly.
I look at Varric and I palm him a couple silver and I said, Varric, in case we ever need to reach out to you for information, take care.
You're gonna palm him some silver.
Yep.
Okay. He clutches onto it and he just kind of looks at it and he goes, well, thank you, but I don't think I could do much with this since they're probably going to be putting me in a cell.
Maybe you can give it to the guard for some food or something.
Chrysidia looks over and she's like,
hey, I'm trying to do this on the sly.
Okay, well, give me a sleight of hand then.
$18 + 2 for 20.
That's pretty good. Let's see here. I am not on maps this time, which is good. I just gotta find good old Chrysidia. Wow.
Good old Chrissy.
Good old Chrissy. All right, and let's see here. Guess she doesn't notice it.
I was gonna say, while you guys figure that out, I lean over to Orion and I said, you know what else Garthus Brookus said? I got friends in low places.
That's right. That's right.
All right, so Varric, he palms it and he nods and Chrysidia happens to chime in at that point. She just goes, well, I'm sure I'll be needing you guys again soon. I have arranged for you to stay at the Three Rings as long as you like if you need to.
Wait a second. When we first got here, we saw a couple of guards rushing south. What was that all about?
Yes, there's been reports of more riots breaking out in the southern area of the city. So I'm sending what guards I have right now to try and contain it, but things are starting to kick up again.
Should we bolster them over there, or?
Well, I think they can handle it. We've gotten to it pretty early this time, but as long as I know where you guys are, I can have guards to you pretty soon to summon you if I need you.
All right.
Well, guys, what do you think? Should we head south or should we just go to the inn?
Let's go to the inn. I feel a little bit harrowed today.
All
so.
right. Well, I do want to stop and say hi to the orchestra that is here.
No.
Yeah, they're still over in the.
You know,
Where are they?
They're still over in the
Party
bunks
split.
if you want to go see them.
No.
Sure. I'm going over there.
Alrighty. And Chrysidia looks at the rest of you and she goes, and as always, if there's anything I could do for you guys, just let me know. But I can't thank you enough for what you've done.
Can you stop us from seeing the orchestra?
Why wouldn't you want to see them?
Well,
They're fantastic people.
you guys don't have to come with me if you don't want.
I look at my group and specifically Shula, because I'm on this personal journey of being a better, not so judgmental individual. I'm like, hold on, Markt'ov, and I turn around and I kind of trot over to him, and I'm like,
Awesome.
look, let's make this quick. But
I give you an approving nod.
I'm in, and I just kind of like gesture, like, okay, I'm in on this, but let's make it quick, right?
Sure.
I only have so much patience.
I wasn't planning on staying too long.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I kind of put my arm around him and I kind of pat him jokingly.
All right, so she points out as you guys leave that it's just across on the other side of the barracks there, where they are. So it's just only going to take you like a minute to walk over there.
Yep.
And as you enter the area, one of them looks up and Trumpet looks up right at you, Markt'ov, as you come in, and he's just like, "Hi!" And everyone else chimes in, "Hi!"
Could you please describe what they look like one more time for us?
Sure, absolutely. So they are all bald, middle-aged, long beard, and yeah, they've all got a big smile on their face.
Are any of them wearing hats?
Actually, no, none of them are wearing hats, believe it or not. Yeah.
Oh, well, anyway. Well, hello there. How are you all doing today?
It's my friend. It's so good to see you.
Yes, it is me, Markt'ov, and Orion here as well.
It's my other friend. It's so good to see you.
I came along too.
My other
and
friend. It's good to see you.
Yeah, we're all here.
My other friend. Hi.
Yes, all of us
Too
are
bad
here.
I'm not here.
I heard my other friend. Hi.
Well, I was just...
Are you okay there, Trumpet? Are they
Yeah.
taking care of you?
We've been doing good things. Come take a look. And he grabs your hand
sure.
and he walks you
Yeah.
around the corner.
Oh boy, yeah.
And before you is how do I describe this? There's a very large mechanism, maybe about 10 feet tall. It's got all sorts of appendages that are automatically moving. It's all mechanical motions, and it's picking up scooping up different substances and pouring them into different places. There's heated elements to it, and it's just this massive contraption of almost looks like some kind of weird mechanical alchemy construction.
But wait a minute, Trumpet. This is brilliant. You made this?
Well, we all did, right, Tuba? Tuba chimes in. He's like, "Yeah, I helped." Right, Trombone?
Well,
Trombone chimes in. "Yeah, I helped." Right, Timpani? Timpani chimes in. "Yeah, I helped."
All right. Oh, that's wonderful. All you guys come here. Tell me how this works. And I pull out my book and I start. They just go on. Just tell me how you did this, and I just start writing it down.
So they
I'm
kind of
fully enthralled.
So they actually start talking about it in great detail, talking about how different substances are picked up and moved around. It starts off with water being scooped on one side. They've got some wine being scooped on the other side. There's sand being scooped in, mixes into a large cauldron, heated. The evaporation is collected, and they kind of go into all this detail. And then at the end of it, they're like, and it all comes out to this. And he hands you a bottle.
Oh, that's lovely. I'll save this for Arcturus. He's a fan. So you see Orion kind of bend down, and he's got his pencil. He's kind of pointing to a couple things,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, because he knows a little bit of alchemy and whatnot. He's like, now you got to watch it right here. You got to watch it right here too. Make sure you get it. And then he might even use mending a little bit to kind of patch up take 10 minutes to patch up a couple pieces or whatever.
It's actually in very good condition from what you can see, and very expertly put together.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's just a wonderful thing. So yeah, he gives his 2 cents and he congratulates everybody, and he's just like amazed. And he just kind of pats everybody on the back, tells them how good they did.
He's like, "Do you guys want to try some?"
Yes, I would love to try some.
Okay, here's an open one. Here, try this.
I grab the open bottle, I pop the top off, and I take a gigantic swig.
Roll me a perception.
Perception?
Perception.
Okay. That'll be a 13 minus 1. 13 minus 1 for 12.
That actually is enough to identify this substance. It is water.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, it's
Interesting.
filtered.
Yeah, it's
It's
about
a filtration system.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, we did something new.
Wait, so why is one of the inputs of this wine?
He like, as you analyze
Go ahead. You
yeah.
tell him, Trumpet. I won't spoil the surprise. Go ahead, my friend.
As you kind of look it over and you see like the sand and the wine and the wine and stuff, and you really start to analyze this mechanism, you realize that the wine and the sand actually never interact with the water that it's scooping up, and all of that just kind of gets put into a bucket on the side after it goes through some like heating elements and stuff like that, where it just
So they're just ruining wine?
Yeah, basically.
These people are fucking monsters.
Trumpet, I have an idea that will triple your efficiency of water production.
Huh. Okay.
So, you see how this wine and this sand never interact with the water? If you instead just have these other scoops scoop water, then you'll have 3 times as much water.
He just kind of looks at you blankly.
Yes. So, don't scoop wine or sand. Just scoop water and only water.
He kind of tilts his head a little bit, like he doesn't really understand.
Brilliant.
So,
Does
how
it
do I
taste
put
good?
Oh, yes, it does. It is just like water.
All right, we're gonna make some more.
Alrighty, you make some more water. I have a question for you. How is the rebuilding of your establishments coming? Do you have a contractor?
Yeah, Crescidia has been helping us. She said she got some people on it.
It is very good. I want to hand them 3 gold pieces to Trumpet and just say, this is for everything that you've done for us and for the city at large.
Oh, I bet this would make the water even better. And he like throws 1 coin into the wine.
Okay, yes.
I'm gonna mage hand it out.
Okay. It just comes back out, and he looks stunned for a second, like as he sees it float out.
I think that's because the gold piece is not supposed to go in there.
Oh, all right. I won't put it in there. I'll just put it in the pouch like I put the rest of the gold.
Yes, there's a good place for it.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
We are about to head out for a little while. I just wanted to stop and say hi to you guys.
It's good to see you, friend.
Indeed. I enjoy our time together.
He looks over at Orion. He goes, "It's good to see you, friend."
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
Looks over at Shula. "It's good to see you, friend."
It's always a pleasure. Thanks for seeing us.
Looks over at Evie. "It's good to see you, friend."
It was good to see you too.
He looks over at Arcturus. "It's good to see you, friend." He just
You,
he turns
friend.
around.
Yeah, Orion turns and looks at Arcturus and cocks an eye.
It's good to see you, friend.
Hold on. He's gonna sense motive on you.
Oh man, it can't be very good.
Are you bluffing, or are you actually happy to see him?
I don't know.
Arcturus is
Probably a bluff.
Bluff.
Yeah, roll me bluff.
Roll. That's 4 + 3 for a 7.
He seems thrilled that you said it was good to see him. And he smiles and he walks off. And he goes, the rest of them, the whole orchestra crew just kind of goes back to like moving little parts of the machine and stuff and like pointing at things and like admiring it.
Goodbye, friends.
Bye, they all say in a symphony.
Bye.
Bye.
This makes Markt'ov smile. And then he heads out.
I'd like to
the
go
three
find
rings
Chrysidia if she's still in the main area.
She's not in the main area, but you know the last place you saw her was in her office.
I'm gonna run in there real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Just 2 seconds, and I run on in there.
The door to her office is closed.
And I just.
I'm gonna go find the queen.
You're gonna go find the queen? All right, that'll go well.
I knock on the door.
I mean, we had a connection.
So so as you knock on the door opens and a guard stands there, and he goes, "Yes."
Yeah. Is Chrysidia still in her office?
Chrysidia, Orion's here to see you, and she's yells in,
You know my name.
Send him in.
Oh, and I just walk in and say, "Hey, I know you're really busy, and I'm sorry. I got some paperwork. I really haven't had a lot of time to go through it, but here you go. It's just ledgers and whatnot. I've memorized what I can. I'd like to get my hands on it again after you do what you got to do with it. It's kind of what I do. I see things through paperwork and numbers and data. Might be able to help you out.
Sure.
And here's a bag of 50 gold. If you can just make sure that the orchestra gets to them after they're ready for wherever you're going to reestablish them, and have it go at that point, because they might lose it or try to mix it with wine if you give it to them. Long story. Just don't give it to them right now.
No, I've seen it before. We've been collecting donations for to help rebuild their place, and we tried giving them some of the donations early, and they started doing foolish things with it. So we've been keeping it aside for them, but that's very kind of you.
And so there's that. And if you need help putting things together as far as numbers or figures or whatever it is for them, between you and I'd be willing to help out. But let's just keep that between us.
Understood. Well, thank you for the offer. I mean, there's a lot of information that comes through here, so I could probably use second set of eyes at some point. Yeah.
I got Anagogia, you know.
Ah, yes, I've heard of them. Yes. No wonder.
Yeah. But I don't want to disturb you. If you need anything else, like me and my friends, we're pretty damn powerful. Like, we handle things. So let us know if you need anything else.
Thank you, Orion.
Yeah. And I just kind of like awkwardly like nod, bow weirdly, and turn on my heels and walk out, and I just make my way out.
All right. So as you leave, the guard closes the door behind you, and you meet up with the rest of the party, who I assume is standing in the middle of the barracks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. So you're all there.
All right, thanks, guys. I'm good. Ready to rock and roll.
Okay, let's go to the Three Rings.
Wait, is Arcturus still here? Did he leave?
He's crying somewhere.
We should probably find him. Comfort him.
That's fair.
Are you with them, or where are you?
Yeah, I'm with them.
Okay. So as you guys mentioned that you're gonna head back to the Three Rings, you all get this feeling. It feels as if it's coming from the deck of cards that Arcturus is holding. It's a feeling of excitement and eagerness for your arrival at the Three Rings.
Uh-oh.
It's like a good feeling, though.
Do you think Zalara wants to talk to us?
Very likely, yes.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
It's okay. You can step out of the room, Orion.
I'll watch. Maybe we should be somewhere private.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Go back to the inn?
Yes, let's all grab a room and then just do whatever it is in there.
All right.
Yeah, we can hang out in my room. I've never had that before. Friends hang out in my room and whatnot. You guys wanna hang
But do you really want Zalara in your room?
well, like I'll be on the other side of the room, so it'll be okay. I'll be like over there. So yeah.
You got to keep your shirt on, Orion.
Yeah. Oh, I will. I promise. I'll take my duster off if that's okay. But my shirt will stay on.
You can take your duster off. That's okay.
All right. Goodness gracious. And he just kind of chuckles and let's go.
All right. So you guys are ready to head out?
Yep.
Moving on out.
As you go to leave the front gate, one of the guards stop you and he goes, Chrysidia offered to have two of us go with you as an escort up to the Three Rings if you wish.
Sure, why not?
All right, I heard someone wants to sense motive.
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
10.
You believe him. You believe he wants. He was told to escort you.
Sure, why don't you come with us?
Alrighty. The Three Rings, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's do this.
You seem very eager.
Yeah, the other guard is like the eager one. The first one you talk to, he's kind of like stale, so to speak. But the other guy like comes over, he's like gung ho, and he's just like, yeah, let's do this. I'm ready.
For simple escort duty, that is a very odd way to speak.
No, man, nah. The city's so exciting right now. You know, anything could happen. Anything. I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You take
I don't
the
find
lead.
that very exciting.
I mean, what if we find puppies? You know, there could be like lost kittens and like, you know,
Kittens?
anything. Yeah, it could happen. It could happen.
Okay,
you know,
that would be
anything.
exciting.
Let's go. You guys
Kittens would
take.
be exciting.
You
I would be
guys
happy
take
with
the lead.
that.
Or another hippogriff could crash down. You know, oh, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
That
Well, if he
sounds
hit the
wrong.
griff-
Write it down.
Let's not have that happen.
If
Write
that
it
does
down.
crash down, it is not good for the guards. You'll be losing another one.
Yeah, I know, but you know, there's still an excitement to it. You know, it's like,
Let me
oh,
guess. You don't get out of the barracks very often, and when you do, it's for just roving guard duty.
the other guard, he comes over, he puts a hand on your shoulder, Orion, and he like makes eye contact with you, and he just shakes his head, no, like don't even try.
Yeah.
It's like,
I get it.
Yeah.
I've got. Yeah, I understand.
So
Let's
what are your names, guards?
oh God, he's the more plain, we'll call him, guard. He looks up and he's like, my name's Jezeb, and the other guy goes,
Jeez.
they call me Crazy Earl, but you know, you can just call me Earl.
Hello, Earl.
Okay, crazy
Oh,
Earl.
Earl.
All right. Well, Earl, why don't you take up the rear position? I'll lead the way if you guys don't mind.
I mean, you could both lead the way.
Jessup, is that what I said his name was? I swear.
Sure.
I had,
Listening.
yeah, Jessup. Jessup looks at you and he like widened his eyes like he doesn't want to walk next to Earl.
I'll walk
Yes,
with
why
that guy.
don't you both take up the front?
Earl, come on up front.
Or
Yes.
one of you could take the front and the other one could bring up the rear just to make sure nothing happens behind us.
Earl,
Oh, I can take up the rear.
take up the rear. And Earl like ran over to the front and now he like ran back to the back.
No, Earl, I want you in the front. I will take up the rear.
Earl runs to the front.
All right, let's go.
This is insane. Okay, let's here we go.
All right. And as you guys start to head out, Earl goes, I'm going to scout ahead. And he just books it.
Hey, you go. Oh, boy.
Goodbye, Earl.
Goodbye, Earl.
And Jess is just like, he'll find his way back. It's fine. Don't worry about
It's
it.
okay.
I got
Yeah,
you
it's
guys. All right. Right this way. So,
I think he would have been more of a liability than an asset.
yeah, you're telling me. But at this point, we're
So
using
let me tell
everyone.
you there, Jessup. Just so it's out there. I'm kind of like a, I say what's on my mind. If we're walking with you and Earl runs ahead and he sets up an ambush point and you guys try to kill us, it's not going to work out well. Just throwing it out there.
You don't have to tell me. I'm smarter than that.
That's okay.
But
You might be, but is he?
I honestly don't know about him too much. I mean, he's been hanging out with some questionable people, and I just, I don't quite get them. I mean, they seem like good people. I just don't get them,
Who has he been hanging out with?
I don't know, all sorts of people. He's usually off, like, playing all sorts of weird games and, like, I don't know, things I think might summon up the devil if we're not careful enough, He's like pretending that he has magical powers and stuff. Just claims he's a wizard. I don't quite understand it.
It sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, he seems to enjoy it, and even though I don't understand it, I mean, he's having the time of his life, so.
It's Wizards and Caverns, right? Is what you're talking about?
It sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Might be. I can't keep up with what kids are playing these days.
It does summon demons, just so you know.
Does it?
Everything you think that it does,
Asmodeus?
that's what it does.
I mean, that one may, but I mean, there is another one called Coworkers and Cubicles that I used to play in my youth. That one does not summon demons.
Oh, yeah, that one's like a fantasy game, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
played a variation on it called Papers and Paychecks.
Ah, yes.
What?
In that
What's a
game,
cubicle?
I was an accountant in that game.
Ooh, wow.
A what?
Yes, I know. It was a very powerful class.
Huh. Interesting.
Wow. I'm
I heard you can
sheltered.
summon bankruptcies in that one. That's scary.
Yes.
If you
Ooh,
don't
that
do
is
it right.
terrifying.
You summon the bankruptcy monster.
Gosh, I honestly wouldn't mind playing a game like that.
Let's get one started.
Yeah, maybe when I'm not so busy, Yeah.
I don't think our schedules all line up though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Day, probably like later on in the evening on like maybe a Wednesday. That sounds like a good day.
Yeah.
probably
we could
for like
probably make that
3
work.
hours or so, I'm thinking.
I heard they have this new thing. It's called scrying. Scrying witch.
Scrankridge?
Where like, scrying witch, where you could stream through a scrying to an audience of other people who have scrying mechanisms.
You mean Scritch?
Yeah, scritch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
The scrying. It's this, and people can like send you gold through dimensional portals.
Crazy
and they
stuff.
like deposit straight to your dimensional portal. Yeah, it's the latest thing out here.
What a time to be alive.
Magic these
Right.
days, It's just blows my mind what they could do with magic these days. But anyway,
amazing.
we're almost there. So should be just up the road here.
It's newfangled magic. I don't understand it.
So as you guys approach the Three Rings Tavern, you guys have now made it all the way to the northern end of the city. You guys see Earl just sitting there like huffing. He's like, "Scout ahead. There's nothing. It's all clear."
Earl, typically when you go scouting, you don't run all the way to the end point and then wait for them. You have to come back and tell them what is up there.
Oh, you're right. I'm gonna run back to the barracks and tell him what's up here. And he like takes off.
That is a good idea.
Yeah. And he's gone. He's ran as far as he can at this point.
He's getting his PT in.
Yeah.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Yeah, you guys are right there at the door. And
Oh, okay.
and Jessup is just like, well, it's been good talking to you guys. We'll send word to you here if Chrysidia needs you for anything. Alrighty?
That
All
sounds
right.
good.
All right. Take care. Stay safe. And he walks off.
Bye, Jessup. I just
I'll
head
walk-
right into the building.
All right.
Yeah, I go right to the bartender and I'm like, okay, look, here's the thing. I've never hosted a party before, but I think I'm about to. I've never done that. So like all my friends are gonna go to my room. Bring stuff that people do when people come to their rooms, please. Drinks and whatnot.
Yeah, I got
Whatever it is when people
cheese
come
plate.
to another person's room. That's
Yeah.
what they.
I got some stuff. I can get you situated with a potato plate. We've got I got some little card games you could play probably.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, but whatever. Yeah.
I'm sure you guys play towers, right?
Well, like I've got lots of data we can look through, and that would be a lot of fun.
dude,
but
I
buddy,
heard there was a
buddy.
potato game that you guys had.
Yes, potato in the middle. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that a variation of circle taters?
Circle. I'm not familiar with circle taters.
You ever heard the game called Hot Potato?
Hot potato. That just sounds like you're describing a potato I've cooked.
Exactly. Well, so you throw it around and then you sing this little song or something. I've never played it before. But then when the song is over, whoever has the potato in their hands is out. And then you just keep going until there's one person left.
Wow, that's terrible.
Interesting.
Yes.
What kind of? That's a horrible game. All right, I go up to my room. Thanks. I'll pay later or whatever.
Yeah. No, I'll bring it up to you guys. You guys are good with me, so.
All right. I run up there as fast as I can. I start just cleaning the hell out of my room, even though it's probably already spick and span.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh God. And I'm just like running all around.
All right, so you're up there tidying up as much as you can. The rest of you are still in the main area. What would you guys like to do?
I'll give him about 5 minutes and then I'll head up there.
Okay.
I know how he's like.
Yeah.
You hear me like trip over something and fall on the ground. I'm like, oh shit. And I get back up and like clean the desk for the third time.
So the bartender, he's kind of like cleaning some cups, and he's like, man, your friend's really excited there, huh?
Yes, he's never had friends before.
Yeah. That's interesting. But he's one of them. Like magical folk, ain't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, they tend to be a little solitary to start off with, but you know, I'm glad he's happy.
Indeed.
Anyway, anything I could do for the rest of you, or?
Yes, I'll have some water, please.
Water. All right, yeah, I got that. 1 second. Like, grabs a cup, not one of the ones he already was cleaning. He just grabs a fresh one. He like dips it into like a container he's got, and pulls out some water and hands it over to you.
I would like to compare this water to the water that I received from Trumpet.
Okay. How are you comparing it? Are you comparing it by look, taste?
Both. Well, first looks, and then I'll just take a teeny tiny little sip of each and, compare.
Okay. Roll me 2 perception checks.
First one is 9 minus 1 for 8. Second one is 6 minus 1 for 5.
All right. So the first one, you kind of look at them both. They both look pretty clear. They look like clear water. Very hard to discern any differences between the two. And then the second one will be your taste. So as you taste it, you definitely know that they are both water, but you can't really taste the difference.
Huh, the damn machine works.
It's amazing how it turns water into water.
Water into better water. There's a story about that. I'll tell you guys sometime.
Yeah.
Off camera.
I mean, it's got to filter it somehow because, they're just taking river water or some shit like that.
Yeah. Like, accidentally, it uses the dirt to filter water, and they don't even know it, and it's like purified water. I love it. Anyway, so you hear Orion, his boots, and then you hear him run outside of his room, and he to the closest table on the balcony, and he like rips like a bunch of chairs, and you hear him dragging across the thing into his room.
Oh boy, yeah. So you're making a commotion of all sorts, and bartender just kind of like looks up and looks back down like he doesn't really care.
Shall we go up?
Shit, a table. So he runs out, grabs a table, and you hear. Yeah, so he drags the table into his room.
Let's go help him. And Markt'ov heads up at this point.
Okay. Everyone else going with him, or?
Yeah.
I'll take that as a yes from
I'll
everyone.
go. I'll go.
There we go. You're a little reluctant, huh?
Does he have a shirt on?
Evie, are you going as well?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
I will go.
All right. So you guys all come up, and you in your doorway, Orion, is everyone standing there?
Yeah, so I hear them about to my door, and I run to my arm wall, whatever it is that we have, cabinet, and I put my hand on it, and I'm like,
You
come
pose
on
up.
in.
You're posing
Yeah.
up. Okay.
Yeah. Come on in. And I try to look really cool.
I opened the door.
So as you open the door, what are you leaning against, Orion?
The cabinet or
Bookcase?
pseudo closet, whatever
Okay.
it is. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just
Okay.
like,
So as you're leaning on that, and they open the door, everyone, you see You see Orion on one side of this this closet as he wants to lean on, and he's like trying to look cool but doesn't really look cool, but he's like leaning on it. And on the other side of it, you see Zalara leaning on it in the same exact way that he's leaning.
Hey, Zalara, what's going on?
Well, hello everyone. And she like looks over. She's like, "Hello, Orion."
I quickly step between the two of them, almost like a block. I know she's a ghost and it doesn't mean anything, but I tried to do that for Orion.
He's like hiding behind Shula.
You know, I find it very interesting how scared you are of me.
I mean, you are a ghost.
Yes, but
Ghosts.
I'm not scared.
Ghosts are scary.
Who's scared? I'm not scared.
You
I'm
ain't
not afraid of no
ghosts?
ghosts.
Scared?
Not you.
Don't worry,
okay.
I'm a friendly ghost.
Yeah,
Right.
that's how it starts.
But I'm glad we're all here. I have something exciting to tell you.
What is that?
As she says that, she like waves her hand, and Arcturus, as she does that, the Harrow deck comes out of your bag.
No.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna
Grab
grab it? All right, roll me a perception.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna mage hand it back to me.
Okay. So as it starts to fly out, you begin to cast a spell, a mage hand, to grab it, and it like freezes in the air. And she looks at you and she goes, "Arcturus, are you trying to keep from me what's mine?"
You're a ghost.
You
how it
are
starts.
not alive. You
What exactly
longer-
is living?
Having a
so
corporeal
when you
form.
take a breath, when you breathe in, air goes into your lungs, and then when you breathe out bad air comes out.
Bad air. So she with that, she like drops her hand and she lets you do with the deck as you choose. And she goes,
Zalara, what's your intention?
"Well, I did promise you all a Harrow reading, did I not?"
I guess you did.
And you've been holding it back from us.
Well, I'm not sure you would understand, but as a ghost, it's not always easy for me to maintain my form here. I've been gathering as much energy as I could so I could perform this for you.
Is there something we can do to help you stay?
My powers seem to be growing as I practice more, but this
Well,
is all
fate
a
is
bit
not
of a
good.
it's all a
I mean,
bit
do
of
we,
a
like,
mystery
light
to
a
myself.
candle and call your name or something, or hold a board and wait for it to move or something?
I'm not
Does that help
opposed to
you?
that.
Oh, okay. Anyways, in the center of the room, you see a table, chairs around it, perfect circle, 100% clean. We can sit down if you guys want, whatever you want to do.
Sure.
So, let me
Yeah, I think
explain
it's
to you.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you how this works. You see, the Harrow reading can tell you many things. Some things you want to know, some things you don't want to know. But generally, it will tell you things. Now, these things I tell you will be centered around a question you can ask me. And for each of you, I will allow one question. I usually tend to do this a bit more personally with people, so I will give you all the option as to whether you would like to do this in private or if you'd all like to be present for each person. It's up to you.
Okay.
Interesting.
So,
I'll
Arcturus,
sit down with the group.
may I have my deck?
I wave my fingers and it floats over.
And she grabs it. And she looks.
So the deck, just to clarify, the deck is a physical thing.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, like a deck
I turn
of cards.
to Zalara and ask, what kind of question are you looking for?
No. Any kind of question you want. Perhaps you would like to know something in your future. Perhaps you are looking for someone or looking for something. Or perhaps you just want to know if you'll be rich. Who knows? The cards can tell you many
one
things.
question per person?
Yes.
Is it one question per person or one total?
One question per person. I will do a reading for each of you.
Can I sense motive a ghost?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna use my +1 that I got this week from Lukai to sense motive on Zalara because I feel like she's being weird even for a ghost.
Even for a ghost.
Ooh, that's a 20 on the die, +6 for 26.
That's an okay roll.
26.
You're unable to discern. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you feel nothing but good intentions from her.
Okay.
I sit down with my friends in the last open seat, wherever it is. Look to the corner where my chair that I'd set up is, and I take my seat and I lean back. I'm gonna play it cool, but I am not cool.
What sense motive on Orion?
Sure, go for it.
Don't even need to roll. Orion is pissing himself right now. He is just pseudo white, like just his knees just tapping. You know?
You sense a lot of anxiety in him.
Yep. But he's just like, he's just playing it cool.
So she looks over all of you and she goes, well, since you're all going to get a question, I have one question for all of you.
Sure.
Who's first? And with that, we are going to take a break. So, yeah, we're about halfway through our show. It's about 9:30. We're gonna take like a 5-minute break. I'm excited. That's all I'll say. I'm excited.
Indeed.
Yeah. So.
Why are you excited?
Because I gotta pee. So Yeah.
Do we have a poll question?
I don't know, but Bat Duck already voted kitty, so.
All right. Well, that's got to be one of the answers.
That's the answer.
Ooh, cats or dogs? Oh.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Okay.
I think we're a cat crew here, so, but
I
we'll
think
see.
so.
Yeah.
While Luna sets us up, can I just say how active the chat's been tonight?
Yeah.
And like how crazy, like I've been watching, and you guys are just insane right now. It's awesome. Like
You
chat's
guys-
been going crazy.
you
all
guys
night.
I'm
definitely
glad
are
we
awesome.
decided to hand out free shots with the show.
Right?
People lubed up.
It always
You
gets
guys
the
are
people
awesome.
coming
So
here.
cool.
I was going to say one thing, and I'm hopefully going to remember to say this at the end of the show as well. And I put the duty on Dice Barbarian to remind me. But after the show ends, which we're not ending right now, we're just taking a quick break. But after the show ends, we'll usually have a quick discussion on Discord to kind of talk about any advice or things you liked about the show. And all are welcome to join. So in about an hour and a half when we end the show, we'd be happy to have you guys there to discuss the show. So, but yeah,
Well, one
hopefully I'll
second.
mention that again later.
1 second. Pop Fanatic and Kronsberry, you got to go see the what's her name? The Dice Maiden to get your shots.
Yes, the Dice Maiden.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Yep. You guys are in the tavern, so just call over the Dice Maiden and get your shots.
All right, guys.
Katie Machin did cocaine before this.
Oh,
so
good.
she's gonna watch the whole series tonight.
And
Ride
we're
the
gonna
lightning.
take a break.
I thought you were making that up till I saw the chat.
Just watching the whole series tonight. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Can you watch 73 episodes in 24 hours? Yes.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
See you soon.
All right, we'll be back, guys.
Bye.
Alrighty, everyone. We are coming back from that break in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 even. So,
Smash it.
smashing it.
Smash a button. Smash a button.
Boom. We're back. I have
Smash
changed.
that like and subscribe.
I've changed my wardrobe. I look a little more ethereal now. Just a little bit.
Yeah,
You look something.
I look something, that's true. That
Yeah.
is truer words have never been spoken. So,
You're like the bookkeeper from what was that biker show? Sons of Anarchy.
I do look a
You're
little
the
bit like a
bookkeeper from
biker, don't I?
Sons of Anarchy.
Who do?
So, I looked at myself in
You're
the
the guy
mirror.
that they like. You're like that smart guy they recruited. They're like, yeah, get that guy in here. He knows
Did
about
they cut his
numbers.
fingers off? You talking about that?
Oh,
guy?
there's actually a guy. Oh, I was just making that up. I have no idea. I've never even seen the show.
Oh yeah.
But twice.
They hire a bookkeeper and he loses his fingers.
Oh. I
Damn.
was saying 'cause
So
the-
Doc
Oh, good.
says I was right. There's nothing up there. Bat Duck says you look like a hippie pirate.
All right. Exactly what I wanted to look like.
Hippie
Perfect.
pirate. Next character, hippie pirate.
Hippie pirate. I love it. It's fantastic.
See, the trees are.
In the high seas.
That was perfect.
Yes.
MVP comment of the night.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that wins. Kings to you, my friend.
So
Kings to you.
press X to jump did find the hidden item on the BRB screen, in which it was that press X to jump's name was not on the Patreon list as it should be. So +1 to you to give out to whoever you'd like. But
Oh, really? I miss it.
I haven't, because I get the file from you. I haven't gotten the file since we started this.
Press X, could you send me a message and tell me what your name on Patreon is so I can make sure it's added? And that goes for anybody. If anybody's a Patreon and it's not listed, let me know, because you guys support us and you deserve your credit. So
That's right. We want to make sure it's there. So there were some, let's see here. There were some things redeemed. We've got a +1 given to Luna from Katie Machen. So thank you for that. Let's see. Press X to jump. Redeemed a magical armor. Ooh. Rain catcher. Let me copy that out. Just copy, put it in my
That's
list.
exciting. I think that's our first magical item of this campaign.
this campaign, I think so.
Second
Yeah, I think
that
so.
I have. Second,
I think.
Yep.
So what was the other one?
a armor-plated magic book.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder who's gonna get that one.
We'll find out. I'm thinking
Markt'ov.
Evie.
You're gonna assault people with a book?
Yeah, I think it's a good weapon. It'll be hefty. It'll hurt. That's for sure.
It's like the Necronomicon.
The Nomnomicon.
The Necronom.
Yeah, the Necronom. Paste that in. Okay, perfect. I got it on my list. Let me head over to the. Oh, we've got a +1 to Luna from Moon 20, and over here we've got. Let's see here. Where to leave off? +1 to Markt'ov from Floop. I can't remember if I said that one or not, but after this, I definitely didn't. +1 to Evie from the man, the myth, the Bat Duck. Not the legend, huh? Just the man, the myth, the Bat Duck. +1 to Evie from Pirate Text Core. Garden Girl is given the sub point to Shula, and the other point to Dice Barbarian. So thank you for that Patreon and sub points.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The Orion Knights rise.
The Orion Knights unite.
That's right.
Yeah.
For battle.
Writes untie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Riot.
Dyslexic.
What?
They're all dyslexic.
Oh.
And yeah, so we are going to get going with the show. So
What
I
show
hope-
is that?
This one is called Neural Nexus 2, and
So
Yeah.
they just skipped over one.
we skipped over one. Yeah, one was it was just a flop. So we
It was kind of the equivalent of Windows Vista.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh God, Windows Vista. Worst
skipped
gaming
on.
OS ever. It had an inherent RAM leak in it, so it was just bad. Bad news bears.
First laptop I ever got, my own personal laptop, was a Vista laptop. So
So it literally came preloaded with AIDS.
yep, that's but that was the time when I was going to college, was Windows Vista time. So
I never had a problem with Vista. Although to be fair, I was also like 12.
yeah, but yeah, no, Vista, it was amazing the difference that it made once you got off Vista. It was like, wow, it's so much better. If any of you have seen the IT crowd, that one scene where the bomb disposal bot isn't working correctly, and the guy's like, oh, you're having issues with it? He's like, yeah, I just can't get it to work properly. He's like, oh, what operating system is it using? He's like, Windows Vista. And the other guy goes, we're all gonna die. Oh, so good. But-
Reality.
I know, exactly. All right, I'm ready to get this going. So let's see here. All right, I'm ready. You guys ready? I'm ready.
No.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm not ready.
So
I'm ready.
for this next part of the stream, I'm going to introduce my my guest, and I'm also going to have all of my players here turn their attention to the stream.
Okay.
And let's see here. So our guest should be coming in right now. It's my hands. You see my lovely hands right here? I have because my hands would be on display.
Did you do your nails too?
I did do my nails.
Oh
Thank
my
you for
God.
asking. Yeah,
So cool.
I did.
So
All the
cool.
foreshadowing.
It's the first time I've ever painted my nails. I know I wasn't perfect, you know, but
I'm like 2 minutes behind. Oh,
I
hey.
How did you
wait
not
to
do
share
a,
this with
how did you
somebody
not do
tomorrow.
a video about this decider? Like this should have been on YouTube
Yeah.
by now.
it's really hard to like paint your nails and film at the same time. So
No, it isn't. Like you literally have
You
a
have the
camera
setup
pointed
for
down
it
at
right
your
there.
head right now.
I mean, now I do, but I was painting in the living room during a hailstorm, so you know, it's just some things didn't work out. All right, but
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I worked really hard on it. As you can see, I'm pretty proud of
I'm
myself.
super impressed.
Thank you. I'm impressed too. I'm gonna take a sip real quick because I'm gonna need this. That's delicious. That's still tequila. Anyway, so so where we left off, Zalara had just looked at all of you and she asked her one question, which was, "Who's first?"
Did we decide that we were going to do it together in front of each other?
I don't think we decided.
I think it
Well,
would be
we-
best just as like a, to get to know each other better. I know we've been going on some of these adventures, but I still feel like I don't have a good idea of who all you guys are. So it'd be a good team building exercise.
As I said
Everybody
before,
hates team building exercises.
I won't force anyone to, have the others around if they don't wish them to be. Sometimes the questions I'm asked are rather personal, and I hope that all of you would respect another one of your party if they wish to have some privacy during their reading. But I'm open to having you all here. And it can change from person to person. I'm fully aware you're all capable of getting up and leaving a room and coming back.
Anybody want to do it privately? We can. All
As you
leave the
see,
room.
I'm divining a cat right now who has decided.
I'm totally cool doing this with everybody here.
Yeah,
I'm
so
good.
No problems.
She summons an image of a cat in front of you, and she says,
Best
Ooh.
cat stream ever.
just a placeholder for now."
Kit Cam.
It's a cat cam right now. All right, baby, you gotta move. We're doing a stream, okay? You gotta move. I swear. Let me just. Okay.
I get the camera.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, she just looks and waits to see if anyone takes dibs on going first.
God.
If no one volunteers, I'll be forced to pick one of you.
Arcturus, I thought you were going to volunteer first.
Sure.
All right. Arcturus, would you like everyone to be present for your reading?
Yes.
Very well. Then, let us begin. And she puts the deck of cards right down on the table. She says, "Well, Arcturus, what question would you like my cards to answer for you?"
Who is the biggest enemy to myself and my party at this time? I'm sorry, I don't want to add at this time. I want to say who is the biggest enemy to myself and my new friends new friends.
Interesting. Well, let's see if the cards can tell us anything about that. She picks them up and she begins to shuffle them. Very almost as if they like float through her hands, not like I'm doing, because I'm not good at shuffling cards, but
Really?
she is a master at it, and these cards are just flying in all sorts of different directions and reassembling themselves into a uniform deck as she prepares to do the reading. She places the deck down and closes her eyes and focuses for a moment. She says, very well, let's see. Who is your greatest threat to you and your new friends here? She shuffles out, she deals out 9 cards, arranges them in almost like a square pattern. She looks up at you. She says, let us begin with your past. Well, that's interesting. The uprising. Perhaps in your past you've overcome controversy. Something that people stood out against you for, or maybe you were a part of some type of uprising, but in the end it possibly led you in a good direction. Ah, the vision card. I see. So perhaps when you left after that, or you overcame something, you had a goal in mind. Ah, and as we see here, in your past, the crows, they tell us that you have to be careful. There's something watching you. Something that's been behind the scenes for a very long time. Always there, always waiting. Now, in this moment, perhaps we'll find some answers to your question. The Rabbit Prince. Usually a symbol of
deliciousness?
Could be, but usually I see it more of a change in power, some type of fast-paced switchover of royalty. This seems very relevant to the current situation we're in, isn't it? But the location in this reading, it tells me that it's a good thing, that it will lead us in the right direction. The sickness. The sickness in its current location tells me that there hasn't been the best feeling about what's been going on, has there? An unsettling ease about current events. Usually this card would tell me that something bad would come of this, but in its current location, it's almost as if it's waiting. In the mirage. Certainly trickery is afoot here. I have no surprise with the answers we've been seeking, but this threat to you is putting up a lot of deception. It is going about it even right now. Now, let's look into your future. The courtesan. Interesting.
You guys objected when I wanted to go talk to the queen.
This card, again, is located in a good spot. The alignment isn't quite right, though. This usually has a neutral type of connotation, but I believe that you will receive some type of information in the future from perhaps a friendly face? Someone willing to help you to figure out exactly who your threat is. And now here, the liar. Again, another deception card. I seem to be getting this quite a bit in your reading here. Deception is going to follow you wherever you go. Now, how you handle that will decide whether or not this ends up leading you along the right course or the wrong course. But be ever vigilant. You never know what may happen. And last but not least, the desert. This tells me that if you go down the wrong path, if this threat, this powerful threat, is able to succeed, there may be nothing left. I don't like this reading. It's full of deception, evil, destruction. It makes me very nervous.
It's making me nervous.
So, the whole time she was shuffling the cards and dealing them, Orion was watching very closely. Did he see her, even in her ghostly, this apparition, palm the cards in any way, or give him the impression that things were deliberately moved out of order?
Roll me a perception.
Okay. Peek behind the scenes. My fantasy ground's crashed. It's not working at all.
Oh, no.
I can't even update. I can't look up settings. Like, it's hosed.
I'll roll you a perception.
So I can either roll my dice tray or you can roll for me.
I can roll it for you.
Yeah.
All right. You are rolling a 11 plus 9 for 20. With that perception check, you were watching her very carefully, and you did not see any type of foul play as she did it.
Okay. I just keep that to myself. Thank you.
Yep. Well, Arcturus, does any of this connect with you?
I mean, it's obvious there's a misdirection going on in the city. We've had a recent interaction that makes me think that there's a lot of dishonesty there and a lot of pointed at corruption, which worries me in the current state of the city. So it doesn't answer who it is.
That's the thing about these cards. They do tell me many things, but they can't give us direct answers. They just try to warn us and give us clues. Hopefully this helps lead you in that direction. She collects up the cards. And she looks back to the rest of you and says, anyone else? Who would like to be the next one? And as she waits, she shuffles up the deck. Ah, Orion. I see.
And Orion's shaking and everything has stopped.
Perhaps you trust me now?
No.
That's okay. You do not need to trust me. As a matter of fact, all you need to do is trust the cards. So I ask you, what is your question, and would you like everyone to be present for this? You can answer those questions in reverse order.
I would like to be alone with you.
Very
Sorry,
well.
folks.
If everyone would be so kind as to respect Orion's wishes, this cat will escort you out.
I will follow a cat anywhere.
All right. So,
Before I leave, I look at Orion and with a concerned face, and I say, "Are you sure? Because I know how you feel about her."
You mean him being scared of her?
Yes.
That's not scared is a little rough, but I'll be okay, Shula.
Okay.
It'll be okay, but I appreciate it.
All right.
So she signals for the cat to go to the door, and she the image of the cat. She goes, "All right, kitty, escort them out. Escort them out. Go."
And the cat just scratches itself for a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't move at all. Come on, go. And the cat magically floats up. Okay, and it walks out the room.
I leave with the cat.
Okay. So, has everyone left the room at this point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or is
Yes.
anyone lingering?
I'm gonna listen at the door.
Okay, that's fine. So She goes and she closes the door, and she comes to sit down next to Orion. Well, not next to, across the table from Orion. She looks and she says, "Well, Orion, you must have something you wish to know. Tell me, what is your question?"
He looks at it and he says, and he unbuttons his shirt just a little bit and opens it up.
"Oh, Orion, please. This is not that kind of place."
Easy, ghost. And Orion is not joking. He's like, "Calm yourself." And he shows his tattoos to the ghost, and he lights up like a small bit of fire, and the enchantment starts to show. And he says, "Is Dharma chanting my true path to great power?"
An excellent question indeed. I see. Very well. Let us see what the cards tell us. She focuses for a bit and closes her eyes as she dishes out some cards. She arranges them once again in a square pattern. More of a rectangular pattern due to the shape of the cards, but 3 across, 3 down. She sets the remainder of the deck off to the side. And she says, "First we shall begin with your past." Ah, the Mirage card again. So, in your past, there was a lot of curiosity, a lot of misdirection. Perhaps you didn't exactly know what the best course was for you, and a lot of things, a lot of different possibilities were thrown at you. But its location tells me that this perhaps led you in a good direction. It perhaps maybe led you to a place of knowledge as you sorted through all the possibilities. The idiot. Well, isn't that an interesting one? She moves on, and then now she addresses that. She looks at it and she goes, This card tells me that maybe you weren't always as smart as you are now. I have seen the cards tell me that you are always trying to think, always trying to figure things out. But you perhaps in the past were not always in that place.
Well, knowledge is power.
Indeed. And that is why I rely on my cards so much, for they tell me many things, and thus give me much power. Now down here, we see the Lost. This Lost card is in a place of evil. Perhaps you have lost something of your own. Perhaps you've lost loved ones. Perhaps you've lost direction or sense, and it has caused you much trouble in your past. This may have held you back, but we'll see where you are now. So as we enter the present, we currently find ourselves with the Liar. Once again, we are seeing a lot of deception here, but the Liar is in a good place, and it's misaligned. This is normally a card of evil, but in its current location, this tells me that you're sorting through, you're starting to figure out the answer. So to go along with your question, you're starting to realize perhaps power, even though there was doubt or maybe misinformation about your current strength.
Yeah, that checks out.
Here, the big sky. Well, this generally points towards the larger picture of everything. This seems to be located in a neutral place currently in your life. Perhaps the bigger picture isn't as important to you right now as it might be. You may be more focused on something specific. Foreign trader. This tells me that power will be offered to you in many ways, shapes, and forms. Perhaps in forms you are not knowledgeable of, and things from far off lands that might, seem like a quick route to success. But in its current place, it tells me that this will lead you in a bad direction. So, as it's placed in the current present, be wary of power you do not know. Now let's look into your future. Wow, the courtesan again. This card once again seems to be coming up. But again, located in a good place. So, should offers come to you in the future of possible, not sure exactly, but I believe someone will try to lead you in the right direction. The juggler. And the juggler often is a sign of being able to handle many things at the same time while still being able to keep a control on it. It's located neutrally in your future, which means you will be dealing with a lot. And in regards to your question, I feel like if this power is the right thing for you, it will be a lot to handle. It's unclear as to whether you'll be able to handle it or not, but just be wary of it.
Yeah, it still burns.
Interesting. Lastly, we have the survivor. Now, the survivor is normally a good sign. The survivor tells us that someone can persevere through anything, but its location is in a bad place in your future. This tells me that if you are not careful, if you do not attempt to control this power that you seek, that you are currently diving towards, you could be left alone. Well, Orion?
That impacts Orion a lot. And he just kind of bows his head a little bit, and he's like, all right, thank you, madam.
Of course.
I appreciate it.
Would you like to go summon your friends back?
Come on in.
So Arcturus, roll me a perception, because I know you said you were trying to listen in that whole time, right?
I was.
All right, so roll me a perception.
I'm gonna use a +1 from Katie. Hey, you gotta go to the skills for that.
Yeah, generally speaking.
That was a 10.
That is not enough to make out what was happening. I mean, you could definitely, as you listened in, you could hear that there were, the general reading happening, but you're not able to actually discern the details of the conversation.
I want to look at the party and be like, no, she told him he was going to turn into a demon.
Bluff, please.
I use a +1 from Opti.
I'm going to use a +1 from Gardener Girl from 2 weeks ago on my sense mode.
20.
Okay, nice, solid. That's a good bluff.
I'm also going to sense motive, and I'm going to use my +1 that I got from Optimus last week.
11.
All right.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, what?
Oh, it didn't show. Well, I rolled a 1 on the die, but it didn't.
If it didn't show up in chat, it doesn't count.
Guess I got to roll it again.
Yes, you do.
Oh, that's a 4 +6 for 10.
All right, so you both do believe him.
Arcturus, are you serious?
Look, I'm just gonna look at him super concerned and be like, listen, demons are bad news.
I bust in the room and I'm like, Orion! I can't believe
Orion is in a very pensive, might be the wrong word. half concerned, half contemplative state, just kind of staring at the table. So you see that when you walk in.
You can't see I didn't see this coming.
But what? Didn't see what? What, Shula? What'd you say?
I can't believe you.
For what?
All this time, you were just pretending to be our friend?
Excuse me, but what's going on here?
What? Man, I don't know what's going on right now. I buttoned up my shirt. Oh, shit. I buttoned my shirt up really fast.
I'm not fazed by the shirtlessness this time. I'm too concerned with the idea of demon.
So,
what?
Zalara looks at the rest of you and she goes, "Were you attempting to listen in on this conversation?"
Not me, I say as I cross my arms.
Not you? What does that mean?
Nothing.
Interesting. Well,
Someone was listening in to my private conversation with the ghost gypsy entity.
She kind of like looks at the rest of you and she's like, I'm not quite sure they did.
All right. I'm
But
saying that
alas-
word friends is not something that people should toss around lightly. And privacy is part of friendship sometimes. And Orion kind of sits back.
Alas, it is time for the next reading. Which one of you would like to ask a question? Perhaps it shall be...
No thanks.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said no thanks.
Very well. If that is your desire, you may
You're so polite.
not get a reading. So, Evie, Shula, would either of you like to go next? Perhaps Shula would like to.
Me and Evie are just like looking at each other and
Looking at each other, looking at her, looking at each other.
I mean, yeah, I'll go next. I need to, I suppose, get my mind back on track here from, demon things as I give the side eye over to Orion.
Demon things? What are you talking about?
Orion doesn't even catch it. He's in his own world right now, just staring at the table, kind of messing with it with his finger.
It's probably for the best.
But he feels it. He's like, why does my face feel warm right now? And he just kind of goes back.
Well, Shula, would you like everyone to be present, or would you like this to be a private affair?
I sheepishly look around at everybody. I think it would be okay if everybody was here.
Very well. Well, then when you are ready, feel free to take your seat and ask your question.
I take my seat and let out a really heavy sigh, and I say, I thought I wasn't really sure if I could come up with a question, but I realized as I did some soul searching while we were out in the hallway that there is something that I'm curious about, but I'm not sure if you'll be able to answer.
Well, I'll see what the cards can tell us.
I'm curious. Is there anybody from my family, I say, and I do the air quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody from my family still around? And perhaps if so, are they trying to find me?
Interesting. Well, I believe the cards can assist us with this. She focuses on it. And as she does, she begins to deal the cards. Places them once again in a square-like fashion. And places the rest of the cards aside. And she looks. She says, well, Shula, as always, we must begin. We must begin with your past. Let's take a look at the good things in your past. The joke. Joke often meaning something of humor, something in your past, usually often funny, but not always. The joke could often talk about, perhaps it sometimes often can refer to lies that were kind-hearted to begin with. Maybe perhaps things were told to you to make you happy, to kind of, put you in a good place. But your past can be a tricky thing, can't it? All right.
Yep, definitely. I'm nervously eyeballing everybody in the room too while this is going on.
The publican. The publican is a neutral aspect. Perhaps your past was shrouded in often this is indication of lots of drinks, or some type of mind altering substances or body altering substances. Perhaps your past was filled with a lot of this type of devices that maybe were used for good or evil. But down here, ooh, the Waxworks. Now this is interesting. The Waxworks is often an evil card, and as we see here, it is lining up exactly where I'd expect it to see. This often depicts a type of constraint, a situation in which you felt stuck in, a situation that could potentially lead to your demise. Very fascinating. Now, the present. Now, this is interesting. We see here the twin in the current present. Now, based on your question, this could often tell us there's someone else like you out there that even now might have the same goal as you. Perhaps to find another like them. And could be family, could be a friend. Hard to say. But whoever it is, it's very similar to you. Now, here we see the Mountain Man. The Mountain Man is often a symbol of strength, power, being larger than things around you. It's located neutrally in your present. Perhaps you have some type of great power, and from this neutral standpoint, you're not sure exactly what to do with it. You are trying to find your place in the current world. The sickness. We've seen this card before. This is alarming, as it is actually aligned correctly. This is a card of great significance, that a evil is around you, and it will lead to illness among yourself, possibly others around you, possibly the ones that you seek, possibly family or whoever it is that is looking for you or that you're looking for right now. It's not a good sign, and this tells me that it could even be happening right now.
I stare really hard at Orion.
I would love to show you your future, but once again, this cat illusion has appeared.
I reach out to touch the illusion. Can I touch it?
The cat illusion has brought me a toy, as we see.
What is the name of this cat illusion?
This cat illusion is called Ada. I have summoned it to keep me entertained. All right.
In the middle of our eating.
But the great thing about this toy, yes, I often need to be amused. The great thing about this that it has brought me, it guides its way. Watch. Oh, never mind. Right now, it seems to be more focused on sitting on the cards. So I am going to remove it once again.
This reading's over.
Just like that. Okay. So, on to your future. Let's see here. The snake bite. Fascinating. This card is misaligned. This card is not a card we often see in this position. Now, the snake bite often points to some type of instance in your life that might seem minor, that normally you sustain some kind of small injury or some type of small event happens in your life, which then eventually starts to eat away at you. But based on its position, this tells me that some type of event that has occurred to you that potentially would lead to destruction is actually helping you. It's actually making you stronger, guiding your way. And as long as it guides your way and you focus on that, it could lead you to the answer you seek, or the people you seek. Now here we have the vision. Please hold. This cat illusion keeps coming here. Go. Go, cat illusion. I summoned thee. Okay, sorry. My fault. All right, so the vision. Neutrally located in your future. It, again, is a symbol of great importance. This is a strong card to have in this place. This tells me that you have an idea of what or who you might be looking for, and that it's correct. So I believe you said you were looking for family, right?
Well, I'm not exactly looking for them, but it's been a long time, and I don't know. Last I knew, they were not around anymore, but I don't know, maybe if someone survived. But that certainly, I give her a very intense look when I say this. That certainly does not mean that I'm looking for them.
Either way, this card in this position tells me an answer. There is someone there. The peacock. This is a warning. This peacock in this position tells me that you will come across many things of beauty, things that may seem like they're right for you, but do not be drawn in by their false appearance. They will be your demise, and they will be the downfall of those you care about. So please be cautious. Well, Shula, I hope this has given you some guidance.
Yes, it's definitely brought a lot of feelings to the forefront. And I just get up from the table after I say that, and I'm kind of cradling my arms a little, just kind of lost in thought.
Well, Evie, you seem to be the last one. Would you like a reading?
Yeah, I think I would.
And would you like your companions to be present for this?
They can stay. I have nothing to hide.
Very well. Then just give me one moment to shuffle the divining substances here as they dance around in her hand and form back into a uniform deck here. So she begins once again to shuffle out to deal out the cards, placing them once again in the same pattern as before. And she looks up at you and says, "And what question is it that you seek?"
I would like to know if I will find the people who attacked my village.
Yes, I see. Perhaps this will let us know if your future holds what you wish it to. But again, as always, let us begin with the past. The cyclone. A cyclone is often an evil force of great destruction, able to wipe out towns, villages. Not too dissimilar from what you've described. But shockingly, this is located in a good place, the complete opposite of what I would expect it to see in. While this tells me that you have seen some trauma, it's faced some loss, it might not be as bad as you think. Ah, the Forge. This is a card of great importance here. This tells me that you worked very hard in your past to get to where you are now. You put in a lot of manual labor, you put in a lot of focus, a lot of your own personal strength, and that has guided you to the present day. And down here we see the Tangled Briar. And it again is a card of great importance. The Tangled Briar tells me once again that you have faced a terrible situation, a situation that was unavoidable, a situation that perhaps you were stuck in or others were stuck in that led to death, to just not being able to get out of it and their demise. A lot of this is making sense here. Now we get into the confusion in our current present. The Idiot is the first card to rear its head here. Now, this could tell me, based on present situations, that there may be a lot of people around you, or a lot of ideas and focuses and concepts around you right now that might not make sense to you, that might seem foolish, that might be completely against what you would normally understand, but they come from a good place and they are trying to guide you to where you need to be. The Empty Throne. Well, this tells me that there is an emptiness currently in your role models, to speak. Usually it refers to those who guide you, who help you and give you direction when you need it most, and that right now you are lacking that. And down here, the Juggler. It seems to be that perhaps you feel like you're trying to handle a lot of things right now, and the more you put on your plate, the worse things will become for you. So this seems to be a warning of things you might be trying to handle right now. Now this, of course, is going to reveal your future. Perhaps the answer you seek. The Lost. This is generally a bad card, but its current location tells me that perhaps not all that was lost is actually lost. Perhaps some things you thought that may have been gone forever may come back to you. It's very interesting. Now here we have the Wanderer. It tells me it's normally a card that depicts travel, looking for things, you know. Sometimes a sense of loss, but at the same time a sense of direction. This tells me that your future will be full of wandering, of searching. But based on the Lost card we saw, that perhaps will lead you to a good place. Sorry, magical cat in the way again. Messing up my readings here. Now, as I usually like to end my readings with a warning, a look at your future. The Mew tag. This is a bit troublesome. This tells me that there is more to the larger picture here. And while you may seek revenge, possibly, there may be a silent force. A force you didn't know about behind the scenes, working its way towards your destruction. This card tells me that this force could even be watching you now and manipulating your way as you go. So please be careful as you begin searching for what you thought you could not find. The cards don't exactly tell me if you'll find those who may have destroyed your village, but it tells me you will find something. Something important. Well, Evie, I hope this has given you some guidance.
It's given me a lot to reflect on, at least.
Very well. As you can see, I have given my readings to all those who wish it. Markt'ov, are you sure you do not wish to have one?
For right now.
Very well. I'll keep the door open to you. But just know I can't always do this. My powers, they come and go. I feel as if I might be able to manifest myself about once a day. But I have noticed a few interesting things with these cards. You see, as my spirit does live within them, I am able to help you through these cards, if you will. I'm going to give each of you one of these cards, and should you find yourself in trouble, you may be able to use it to help guide your way out of it. Now, there's something else I've been able to tell. As I am very powerful within this deck, as I make contact with other items of power, I seem to form a connection with them, and I'm able to understand them in a way. And perhaps if you were to touch one of my cards to a item of power, I may be able to tell you what that item is.
Oh. Do we have anything like that?
Interesting.
I mean, anything of a magical nature would do.
But, I mean, something that we haven't identified or something that we already know?
Everyone roll me an intelligence.
Could you roll for me,
Oh, yes, I can.
please?
I can indeed.
Can I use a +1?
You may absolutely.
Oh, I
Can
should
I
have.
use a plus?
Oh, sweet. I got 20.
19.
I'm gonna use a +1, and I think it's from Floop
11.
from like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, cool. I'll do that.
And since I'm using it for Floop, all I gotta say is, "Oh, girl, let's do a roll." That's for you, Floop.
All right, let's see what we got here.
I have a 14.
Okay. Arcturus rolled an 11. Markt'ov got a 19. Shula got a 20. You're all such a smart crew. Orion, you rolled an 18 plus 5 for 23.
Okay.
So, you all happen to remember that you do indeed currently have a dagger. Evie actually has this dagger that you were unable to identify the magical properties of.
Ooh.
So,
I was gonna say a dagger. I thought we had a dagger.
Evie should probably put it on the card then.
Yep.
so you're gonna take the dagger out.
Yeah, I'll take the dagger out and
Okay. And she goes, please feel free to touch it to the deck here.
so I just kind of like take it and kind of like place the tip on one of the cards.
Okay. So as it touches it, she focuses, and she goes, yes, I can definitely tell this dagger is magical in nature. Allow me to analyze what it holds. And as she focuses, she begins to channel a spell into it. And she reels back real quickly. She goes, this dagger is unusual. I can tell it's silver in nature, but its properties, I can't seem to glean what it is. This is a very unusual dagger. Be careful with this dagger. I do not know what power it holds. And she picks it up and hands it back to you.
Interesting.
That isn't.
Now, for each of you, I grant you one card. Orion, I grant you the Foreign Trader. Keep this card on you, should you ever need it. Arcturus,
Thank you.
I grant you the Winged Serpent. Keep this card with you, should you need it.
Thank you.
Evie, I grant thee the Cyclone. Please hold on to it should you need it. Shula, I grant thee the Peacock. Please hold on to it. And Markt'ov, even though you did not receive a reading, would you like a card?
Sure.
Very well. I grant you the Mirage. Please hold it, should you ever find yourself in need of it.
How much do these things go for?
You are funny. She senses motive real quick. What?
I'm being 100% serious.
Okay. And what is your intention? You just want to know how much it's worth, or are you like saying you want to sell it?
I mean, I need to know how much it's worth so that I can get an accurate price for it if I do sell it down the road.
Okay. Let's see here. Please ignore my hands going across the screen as I look at something here. I mean, an individual card you don't think is worth much. Maybe like a couple silver at most. But yeah, she just kind of laughs and she goes, well, do with it as you will. Should you find a use for it, I'm sure you'll be intrigued by its effects. And she leaves the deck on the table and she goes, well, as much as I would love to keep myself upon myself, alas, I cannot. So if one of you would be so kind as to keep this deck in your possession.
Solara, I have one last question.
Very well. What is your question?
Well, you were talking about the cards being able to identify something that's magical. Mm-hmm. Is it possible to put a card on something instead of something on the card in order to determine if it's magic?
I believe as long as I make contact with the item, I should be able to do the trick.
I close my eyes really tight for a second and I say, psst, are you there, bookcase?
You do
Orion
not
picks his head up out of his daze, looks at her.
You do not hear any answer.
Is there a bookcase in this room?
There is.
Can I put a card on that bookcase over there? I know it's a weird request, but
I mean, you have a card of your own. You may do with it as you choose.
With the peacock?
Absolutely. All of these cards are connected to me.
I take the card and I quickly run over to the bookcase and put it on there. And I look back at her excitedly.
All right, so you like skip over there so excited and you like put the card on there like big smiles. And she focuses and she goes, I see now why you placed this card upon this bookcase. This bookcase often holds paper items such as these cards. It makes sense for this card to go there.
I just stare at her like, okay. And I don't even push the matter further because I'm already embarrassed enough as it is. And I just quietly take the card and put it in my bag.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
I lean over to Shula and I'm like, we'll try again when we get back to the inn tonight, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
And she looks up and she goes, well, my powers are beginning to grow weak. I feel I must leave you all now. But should you ever need me, do not be afraid to ask. I will do what I can to guide your way.
Islara.
Goodbye.
Yes, Arcturus?
I just thought I would ask.
I'm sorry, you'd ask what?
I was just asking.
Asking what?
Nothing.
Very well. It's just,
If you don't get it, you don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't, unfortunately.
Then you don't get it.
Perhaps I'll need to give
I
myself
look
a
at her.
reading.
I look at her and I just say, I'm sorry about my previous behavior.
Please, Ryan, you've nothing to apologize for. I understand.
And as she's talking, subconsciously, Orion takes the card and he starts moving it to his chest and touches his chest with it. Does any kind of activity happen?
As you look at Zalara, she
Do I
like.
see this?
I mean, are you hiding the motion at all?
It's like he did. He's in his own world.
Okay, so it's like
So yeah.
you're just kind of doing it, but like you're not like hiding it per se.
Yeah, no, like he's seriously like he got this idea and he just like touches his chest with the card
Okay.
without thinking twice.
So yeah, I mean, you do see this Arcturus, and she kind of as you touch it, she like closes her eyes for a moment and like takes a deep breath, and she goes, "There is power within you."
Oh, and he looks up and he's like kid in the candy jar or kid's hand in the cookie jar kind of a thing.
Like
He's
you found the golden
and he just kind of
ticket.
puts the card down. Yeah, and he just like, and he just sits there.
Well, I will leave my deck here for one of you to collect. But
Hey, Chand.
all right, and the deck floats up. What are you doing with it? You just collecting it up?
In my pocket.
All right.
In my bag.
So yeah, that deck flies over and goes straight into your hand there. And she goes, "Well, I'll be seeing you all again soon." And she begins to start to fade. And
Zora.
Yes?
You said we could ask, so I'm just asking.
So what's the answer?
So as she begins to fade, she looks over at Orion and she goes, "Orion." Boom.
Yeah.
And she fades away.
Yes.
So what?
Me and Evie are just like dying laughing.
Yeah, we are.
And actually, this whole time, Ryan's been like emo, edgelordy, like in his own world, and he cracks a smile, like, and he kind of shakes his head. And he puts his card away.
So, as you guys, she disappears, and Arcturus is taking the deck, and you guys are now in the room there. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Arcturus, can I see that dick?
I show it to him.
I hold my hand out.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with it?
Shuffle my card back in.
Why?
The future is not a thing that we should know.
I respect that.
I fan him out in front of me, like, so he can put it in there.
I slide my card in there.
Alrighty.
I want
Wasn't
to.
quite much anyway.
And I want to see which one he's sliding in.
The Mirage.
Okay.
I mean, she basically like showed all of you what cards were given out. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd like to examine my card
sure.
just really quick. Is there anything, I don't know, anything different about it? Any kind of like inscriptions or like,
As
I don't know, anything that wasn't already divulged, I suppose.
As you look it over, I mean, it just looks like a usual like Harrow card. Even though you probably aren't too familiar with Harrow cards, like you can't find anything unusual about it.
Okay.
But as you guys sit there, all of a sudden you hear like a heavy footsteps coming up the stairs, as if it's in a rush, and you just hear dum 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 dum, and you hear a knock on a door. It doesn't sound like your door that there's a knock on.
I get up and crack the door of the room we're in and peek out.
Okay. As you peek out, you recognize that the bartender is knocking on the door across the hall, which the door across the hall is actually Arcturus's room.
I turn back at Arcturus. It's the bartender. He's knocking on your door.
Hey, bartender.
he moves on, and you hear more knocking at another door.
I'm gonna step out into the hallway.
Okay. So
Were you looking for me?
He like whips his head around real quick. He's like, Arcturus, is everyone with you?
Yeah.
The guards, they sent word. The Chrysidia needs you.
Guess we could help out again. Are they downstairs?
Yeah, there's a couple of them downstairs. They said they were looking for you. I ran up here as fast as I could. I even brought a potato, and he like tosses you one real quick.
I mage hand it and catch it in the air.
Okay.
I even brought a potato.
He like looks at it. He's like, I didn't know they could float. Well, these potatoes are amazing. He throws another one at you.
Guys, the guards are looking for us.
Let's go.
All right.
I grab my duster off the side of the door and throw it on.
What time of day is it?
It's early afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna take my card and put it in my glove, in the sleeve of like my glove.
Okay. You have assisting
mine in
gloves,
my
yes?
book.
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right, you slide it in there.
I'll put mine in my book, like
okay.
a bookmark.
Like a bookmark. Excellent. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else want to do anything special with their cards besides just shoving it in their bag?
I stick it in my pocket.
Ooh, special.
Right?
Perfect.
So fancy.
Arcturus, you?
Which pocket? Just kidding.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I tuck mine away.
Okay. So, are you guys heading downstairs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
As we walk out, I pass Shula and Evie, and I look at them and say, family's the most important thing. It really is.
I get very, very serious, and I look Orion right in the eye, and I say, "You don't know my family." And I turn around and angrily walk away.
Ooh, shit.
Oh, shit. Don't
Dang.
talk about don't say anything about family, Evie, ever.
Damn.
Don't with her.
My eyes get really wide, and I look after her, and I look back at him, and I'm like, "Whoa, what was that about?"
Yeah. I mean, lore drop. No, and he just kind of like stopped.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
So, as you guys head downstairs, you see a single guard who is like huffing and puffing, and he looks up. He's like, "Oh, it's you guys again. I said, Chrysidia, she said, she needs you. You guys,
Take a breath.
you guys gotta get to." And he passes out. And with that, we are going to end tonight's episode of Tabletop Tavern 2.
Is there a shadowy figure anywhere?
And a shadowy figure appears on the rooftop across the street.
Is he dying?
I don't know. We'll have to find out next episode, won't we?
Find out next week on.
You see, what had happened was this bookcase fell on him. It was on fire. It's like, yeah.
And Shula leaves the town. Bye.
Shula's like, "Peace out, folks."
Which is weird because there wasn't even a bookcase in that room originally. So like, it's unusual.
Put your card on top of it. See if it's magic.
The card burns.
Oh no.
Ew.
Along with your hand that you used to reach into it. So
Too late. Already been burned.
already been burned. There we go. Once you burn it, you can't burn it again, right? Those are the rules.
That's true.
And now my fantasy grounds works.
I just saw you connect. It's amazing. Oh, well, I had
Good
fun tonight.
Lord.
Let's talk to the cast real quick. Luna, if you don't mind, we'll start with you.
What if I do mine?
Then I'll go
I
to
don't.
someone else.
But what if I did?
I'll go to someone else. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I thought tonight was a lot of fun. The Harrow deck was very cool, and I'm impressed with you setting that all up with the screens and everything. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you. What about my nail painting?
I'm impressed.
Okay, thank you.
I won't lie. Even I don't paint my nails for anything. So
you know what the worst part is as I was waiting for these to dry and I was just sitting there, I realized that I have no nail polish remover. So
I was wondering that about halfway through the stream. I was like, I wonder if he's got nail polish remover to take that off.
Nope, don't have
And
it.
I was like, I'm just gonna let it go.
Yep.
Are you going to work?
Who's gonna see it anyway?
Luckily, I'm working from home right now because they're doing construction in the office. So
I was gonna say because
oh god, I
you
wouldn't
might
live
want
it
to go
down.
stop at CVS on the way in.
I wouldn't live it down at work. I just I know certain people who would just bring it up all the time. So anyway,
Forever.
I think it looks good personally. I'm actually like pretty excited about it. Like I kind of like it. Not gonna lie.
Own it. Keep doing it.
I was gonna say, guys could totally pull off nail polish.
I like guys can be beautiful too. All right, eyeliner on guys
Yeah.
and like nail polish.
Right?
You know,
Whatever makes you
Eyeliner
happy.
rocks, dude.
we can be beautiful
Yeah.
too. Okay,
And if you want to wear a skirt, I say go for it. So there you
wouldn't
go.
be the first
Makeup
time I've
can't
done
do
it.
much with this, but I support all those that it does.
Yeah. You know, it's funny too because I learned the technique. Like at first, I was starting like towards the back and like brushing to the front. And then I was like, I'm getting a lot of like globs and like I'm getting it like all over. And then I started doing like across the nail. That seemed to work a little bit better. Like I gotta look up techniques. It's funny. I
Don't
looked
you
up.
brush
Yeah.
away from yourself?
I looked up
Yeah.
You brush away?
Yep.
that's what I thought. I don't know. The across seemed to work pretty well. Like it kind of got the nail a little bit more covered. But I don't know.
You gotta start at the base and then wipe forward.
That's what I did on this hand, but I did across on this hand. I feel like this one worked out better. I don't know. It's just, but anyway, it's funny because I
whatever
watched
makes
like
you feel right.
I watched
Yeah.
like 4 videos on how to do a Harrow reading, but I didn't watch any videos on how to paint my nails. So,
I mean, honestly, the Harrow reading is probably the more important of the two.
it
but
was. You're
True.
right. Yeah.
I don't know. Gotta get them hands looking good. Because
That's what I was
seen a lot
thinking.
of them with the Harrow reading.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, my hands are gonna be on camera. I gotta spruce them up.
Gotta be a nice hand model.
Yeah, it's always been up my backup career. So yeah. But
I am baiting, ladies and gentlemen.
you are what?
Baiting.
What?
Baiting?
I am tired. I got to be up again at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm so,
Yeah.
Well,
let's move on.
Let's wrap this stuff up. Remove
Yeah.
disc. What'd you think?
It's me. I thought it was great. I love the Harrow readings and all that stuff. Markt'ov, not so much. He doesn't think the feature should be known by anybody in
noticed.
particular. Yeah, he's like very neutral towards Alara, and he doesn't want to be scryed on by a ghost, so he doesn't want to have any sort of thing that's connected to her.
That's understandable. Yeah. I
Is
get
that
it.
a paladin thing?
It's more of a Markt'ov thing.
So Mike,
Okay.
thoughts, feelings?
I thought it was really imaginative. You went that extra step and set up the so that everybody could see the reading. I thought that was really, really cool touch. So kudos to you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You had been talking about the Harrow deck for a long time. I'm
Yeah.
happy to see it to come into play. So
Yeah, I bought it before we started this campaign because I knew I wanted to do this, but it was just trying to figure out how to do it. So
awesome.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. I really needed tonight, so I've just been burning the candle at both ends, so I'm tired.
fair enough. Oh, we'll get you to bed soon. Don't you worry.
All right.
Amanda.
Tonight was awesome. I loved what you did with the Harrow card deck. That was so cool. I was so excited about it. And I really enjoyed hearing what you had to say about Shula's question, which was really important because it kind of developed a little bit of her backstory, sort of, but like also is a legitimate thing that she's curious about. And she hasn't spent the last 10 years since she not escaped. Well, maybe escaped her family, but like, sorry. But she hasn't really spent all this time really like thinking about it. She's just been really trying to work her way into a better life. And so this was kind of the first time that she was thinking and really facing the past, and it really just kind of brought up a lot of feels for her. So that was really exciting.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. So it was really fun because obviously I know your guys' history and stuff, and it was fun to see how the cards got dealt, because I didn't preset those cards, by the way. That was completely random. So those were like authentic random readings, and
it was awesome.
It was kind of fun to see how the cards laid out for you guys. So but yeah, anything else?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, no.
Then who?
Couldn't be. Then who?
Dice Barbarian stole the cookies from the cookie jar.
Yeah.
How's
Orion
it going?
definitely was off of his game. First player to DM, brilliant, my friend. Like you
Thank
said, to have to take everybody's backstories and mold them to the individual cards as they flip, at least for me, was brilliant, because you were so dead on so many things, how you incorporate that.
Wasn't me, it was the cards, man. Wasn't me.
I hope people out there understand how hard that actually is for someone to do in any circumstance. That's a brilliant thing. Orion is flipped. He really hated that last part when I talked about your path will lead you to maybe to be alone. The insinuation of loneliness.
Become a demon.
Become a demon.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that still. Shula and Orion.
Shula's not.
Them's gonna
Orion's
have
like,
words.
I gotta get out. I just gotta stay out of Shula's way for a while.
Orion could become the first Dracolich. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike's always wanted to fight one. He's gonna fight you now. So
There you go.
But yeah, Orion's in. I love the backstory. A little bit of lore comes out. It's just fun stuff. Good job.
awesome. Yeah, like I said, I had a ton of fun. I really enjoyed that. And it was kind of funny because I did like a few practice readings on the side before we actually did that. And like I had characters in mind while I was doing it, and every single time I dealt the cards, it was just so weird how like the cards kind of fell into a really like proper spot for every character I was thinking of. And it was like, I was like, well, every time I do this, it falls out well. So I'm just going to go completely random and see what happens. So it was fun for me because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know how it was going to play out. And yeah, it was just as exciting
you did
for
very
me.
well.
Thank you.
You did very well.
You did a really good job.
Just as exciting for me as it was for you guys. So I had a lovely time.
Awesome.
Great job, David.
Thank you. Great job to you guys too. So do we have a raid target for tonight?
That probably would have been a good thing for me to look for.
Well, that's okay because I have one more announcement to make. Which while you're looking for that, after the show, we do often get together in Discord, in our Discord. So if you're not a part of our Discord, feel free to jump into that. We do a little quick voice chat to talk about any positives or negatives for the night. Any remarks you have that will help us get better, feel free to be there. And we do that right after the show, after usually like a 1 or 2 minute break for people to, use the restrooms or whatever they have to do. Some people who are really tired might not be there because, they really need to get to bed, and that's fine. But I will be there, and I would love to hear anyone's feedback on the show tonight. So we'll see you guys there in a little bit. And have you found a target for us?
Guys, we're going to go raid another member of the Storytellers Union stream team. It's the Action Surge. So get those.
They're doing a giveaway tonight,
ready.
too.
Ooh, excellent. Yeah.
Get those Oh, that's right. The giveaway.
Yep, they're giving away a giant D20 from D&D WoW.
Awesome.
D&D WoW, which I've got some fun news coming up. But all right, guys, thank you so much. Decider, thank you so much for the good time, man.
My pleasure.
And
Great job,
I appreciate
brother.
it.
Great freaking job.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks guys for being here.
Bye.
And we rated.
Yeah, I was gonna say that rated early.